Nation and mining family, what's going on? Got my home dogs here, Crypto Mikkel and Gundy, and yo, look who else is in the house. We got Jared from Digital Gold. Yo!
It's real.
It's real. We got the spaceman here.
Oh, does that mean we're going to the moon tonight?
I don't know. I do have the outfit. We could get.
Oh, that is awesome.
We should have hung it up.
Oh God, it's like I remember watching you wear that whenever like it went over 10,000. You're like, it's going.
So nutty.
Them days. Techman says hi, Jared. He goes.
Yeah, right. Oh
Right,
man.
I know, right, guys.
Once we hit Bitcoin does 100,000 every other day, I'll get the spacesuit out again. Right?
Nice.
100K
Consulting says
yeah.
ain't no party like a DCA party. I appreciate it, man. Every Friday's a party here on DCA.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know how Fridays go. It's just kind of it's Friday.
They're FA Fridays for a reason.
And you coming up on here, Jared, just blew Tech Man's mind.
I guess so. Light the dynamite and run.
Right?
Do it.
Not Your Normal Miner says, "What's up? What's up, buddy? Not Your Normal Miner. How you doing?" Crypto Mining Lifer. He's been new to the scene, into the YouTube scene since you've been gone.
Pretty active, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
pretty active.
Tech Man was saying that he won an SSD off of your channel.
Oh,
Wow.
look at that.
Taking him back.
Look
Take
at
him back.
I still got some SSDs I can give away.
Oh,
Oh!
They probably have coin on them for all I know. Like,
Oh!
Jackpot.
Right.
Jan Coin says hashtag Savage Raid. What's going on? Jan Coin, welcome. Everybody's coming in from Savage Mine.
it's the YouTube watcher? No way.
Yeah.
He changed his logo.
Yes.
Yep.
He is back from the day. Look at that.
Yes. The
Oh.
YouTube watcher.
Oh yeah, he's OG.
He is OG. He was there from the beginning.
What's up, Matthew Thomas? Yeah, there's still a bunch of people that were around then that are still around.
Wow.
It's
all
great.
still hashing away.
Yeah.
it's a lifestyle, man.
Right. Shinigby says OMG. Oh, the motherboard that I actually bought from you, the B350 that I got.
The
It's
one that
actually
looked like
in-
you kicked it across the
that
shop.
Yeah, that one. Is
I'm not
actually
using this anymore.
It's actually in the main PC my streaming PC that I used.
Wow.
Yeah, it rocks a Ryzen 7 1700
Woo,
and
nice.
GTX 1070 EVGA.
Oh yeah,
For the win, too.
and I'm still rocking out the couple of monitors I got from you
Yeah.
with that like nice little swivel mount over
Everybody,
here.
man, everybody's still using it.
Heck,
Still
I'm
power
even
slides,
using that
everything.
network switch you sent me.
Wow.
Yeah, I got mine like in my like.
Yeah,
actual
mine
setup,
says-
going into the rigs and everywhere else that needs to come out.
Mine
like,
says row 3 on it.
Data center decoms.
Oh, that's so great.
I got a row 2. Mine was closer. Sir.
Yeah.
Closer to that water wall.
Oh, so it was actually backwards. Row 1 was the beginning when you walked up the.
Oh, so that was by the exit then.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh,
Nice.
snaps.
It was the farthest away.
Hey man.
So,
you can't-
go ahead, go.
Oh, I was gonna say you can't sleep on that. That good used enterprise data center material. You gotta take advantage of it when you can.
Why I did that? I mean, I did so many stupid things. I switched out Cat 6 for Cat 7 just because I wanted to.
I never
Just 'cause you
understood
could.
why you did that, but I'm using the Cat 7 you sent.
I'm great. The whole tub of Cat 7 cable that I got. I was like, what in the world am I gonna? Well, it looks like the mine rig's gonna get Cat
That's
7.
just
They're
the
right there.
that's just the extra sheathing inside, right?
I mean, I
For your
thought,
twisted pair.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
and
I-
the
Help with
connector.
interference. Yeah.
And the connector is usually
It's a
gold-
shielded
gold-plated.
ground. Yeah.
And if there was interference in the mine, there would have been there in that mine. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to take any chances, and I'm thinking for the future. I'm like, we're going to be here forever. We got to get Cat 7. And somebody, I had one of the guys look it up. I was like, what's the price? And I had a connection in Newegg, so I got everything like heavily discounted.
Right.
And he was like, oh, it's like $800. I'm like, do it. Just get it here now.
Just do it. Just rip the band-aid off. God dang.
Oh,
What?
wow.
You got to pepper them in every now and again, you know.
It's terrible. I wasted a lot of money. Wasted a lot of
No,
money.
he didn't waste any. It was all spent for a good cause. An experience.
Emergency.
It was an experience.
Just LLC and write it off. It's cool.
A mining
Do you
experience.
still have those ASICs?
Oh yeah, they're right there.
He's like, oh
Days
yeah.
ago, yeah, they're
Yeah.
Set
They
in
are
a pile.
collecting dust.
What
Yep.
what coin was those for?
Saya coin, right?
No,
D3s.
no.
No, they're those
they're
goofy black
Ivy
ones.
links.
Oh, okay.
Crypto.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot! It was a green and white logo. Oh wow.
I got it. Ivy links.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, Ivy links. Yeah, I got a couple of ASICs hanging out and the PCs and whatnot. I got all the electrical cable. I like kept everything dear to my heart, and then I like slowly would give it out because I was like, I'm gonna rebuild my mine. So it was like always an intention of mine, and I could never give it up. And so just like recently, I listed my electrical lines for sale because I was like, I'm gonna build a shed someday when I get a house someday, and like build a mine in there, and I need this 50 foot of 100 amp cable. And it's like, no, you don't. You're never gonna use it, Jared. Never use it. So
The good old dust collectors, you know.
I don't know.
exactly.
I don't see anything.
I just tell the wife everything in the garage has a purpose.
Would you ever reconsider working back in a mine?
Oh my goodness sakes. Woo, good question.
Fantastic question.
A mine, like any mine or like the mine?
The mine.
Yeah.
The mine. Just make it.
It,
the mine.
honestly, I would say yes, but it'd have to be some kind of focus manager position. It couldn't be, or a YouTube position.
I mean,
It
you
could, yeah,
get to a certain point, you can't do the regular stuff anymore.
right,
You got people for that.
yeah. I mean, I've been super blessed. I mean, I went through a hard time, so I moved. A quick story. I don't know if you care, but I don't know how much time. How much time do we even
Digi's a
have?
corporate
We got
man
as
now.
much time.
Oh
as
yeah,
we want.
we do 2-3 hours sometimes, so go for
Oh, okay. Got all the stories. Oh boy, secrets
That's-
expelled.
it. It is.
So basically, the facility shut down in my mind on Thanksgiving, but nobody publicly knew it until after,
Right.
Christmas. But a client texted me, and they were dropping off slowly. And this one client texted me. He's like, Thanksgiving Day. He's like, dude, I gotta get out. I said, no. He's like, I'm sorry. Just shut them off. I can't pay the monthly fee. Just shut them off and leave them there. And as soon as the price comes up, I'll get back in. I'm like, no, you won't. Like, I'm done. And so I told him, I said, if you shut down, my whole company is over. And he's like, I'm sorry. So, and I mean, I was billing him like, $8,000 a month. So I get it. Like, his bill was outrageous. But, and the price didn't come up. It went down. So fast story. Basically, the mine shut down. We moved to Virginia. We had one kid at the time. In Virginia, I went through like major depression because my dream was to always work for Apple, which I did. And then my other dream was to build my own company, which I did. So now both my dreams were gone, and I had nothing.
I thought a dream of yours was filling up that engine block with water.
That was a happy chance. That was legit.
That was
So-
hilarious. I was like, what? He posted? Oh, I gotta watch this.
So after that, I had a
Opposite.
connection in New York, way
H2O
upstate
Civic,
by like
H2O Honda.
Canada. So I took it, and basically I just helped out at a camp on an island and like cleared my head, and they paid for everything. They paid for food, housing, transportation. So I just needed money for diapers because we had kid 2 then. So now we're double trouble. And so I walked into Walmart and I'm like, this is so stupid. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, but I just said there was nothing else around. I'm like, I just need some part-time job to get some diapers. Like, and they knew right away something was wrong. They're like, this kid's not from around here. What's going on? They thought I was a CIA or FBI transplant or something. Like, what?
Trying to
like,
infiltrate.
Yeah. They're like, because these people were born and raised in this Walmart, and that's all they ever do. That's all they've ever known. Like, they've been in the same position for 20 years. Why would they ever?
Yeah, Grandpa works the front,
Yeah.
Like you're having that store.
Exactly. I mean, it was literally in the mountains. Like, there was mountains all the way around it. So it was the border of New York and Vermont, right next to by Canada. And so, I mean, it froze over. The Walmart would freeze over in the winter. I mean, it's crazy. So I was there, and the guy's like, we have career opportunities. And I was like, oh, let me tell you about career opportunities.
Become a site manager, you never.
You ever heard of Bitcoin?
Yeah, right. And he's like, no, what's that?
No.
So, anyways,
Bitcoin? Is there a type of corn?
so the camp closed up, and the camp was over, and I was looking for a different position there, and my wife was done moving. She was just done.
What up,
and
savage?
We were gonna have kid number 3 now, so it was like, we're moving, and we're moving once, and that's it. And I was like, all right, babe, where are we moving to? She's like, somewhere with family. So Kansas.
Somewhere with family.
So Kansas City
we
it
got
was.
3 kids.
Right? So we moved to Kansas, and I walked into Walmart, and I was like, yeah, I only work in the evenings. I'm trying to figure out my life. And they're like, well, we have a manager position, but it's for the mornings. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I'll get over it in the evening then.
They're like, oh, wait, I thought you could only do mornings. And I'm like, well, it's management. I mean, so
if
anyway.
I don't gotta work like normal employee, then I'm working in the morning.
So I did that for like 2 weeks, and then, they were like, there's assistant manager position salary, and I'm like, yeah, that probably doesn't pay what I need. I've got family. And they're like, no, really? And I was like, okay. And it's all public. You can look it up. It's like $50,000. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll look into it. And they're like, well, all you got to do is pass the test. I was like, yeah, right. So I passed the test, and then I got sent down to Springfield for a 4-hour interview against... It was 70 people, and they chose, of the 70, they chose 50, and of the 50, they chose 28 of us. So, they're very picky. I guess they can be at that level. So, they threw me in a store over here in Olathe, which is the biggest store in the market. Gave me the GM side, and I was like, this is awesome. Like, I don't know why I liked it. Like, I don't know. Delegating was cool.
Do my bidding, minions.
And then I wanted more of a challenge. So right before I went on paternity leave a month ago, they gave me the online grocery pickup and e-commerce, which is like all the Walmart.com orders actually come from a Walmart store. Secret. They don't come from a warehouse. So they actually shop in the local store closest to you, and then package it, box it, ship it through FedEx. So it looks like it's coming from a warehouse, but it's actually just your local Walmart.
The Walmart is the warehouse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just one warehouse across the country.
Yeah.
It's a super center.
We are one. We are the Walmart.
So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
And
give it a
Sam's
good.
Club.
I'm gonna give it a good try. I mean, there's opportunities here, and with three,
Yeah, and they ship FedEx.
yeah, right. With three kids though. I mean, we just had our third, and it's been 100%. I'm on leave right now. I go back on Thursday. I got 6 weeks paid, full pay to be off. So, yeah, I miss it. I want to be back into this stuff, but it's like work and family right now. So, and I have 3 under 3. So, 3
That's
kids.
all your time.
Under 3. Yeah, there's no time. Well, that's what happened. If anybody wonders, where did he go? I'm still alive. It's just kids.
Right,
you know?
right, Dad. Like,
So-
people just don't understand. Like myself.
I know the feeling. I got 3 of my own, so it's just between this and my 3 kids. Whew, mine aren't all of mine are like over 3. So.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm surprised this guy's beard isn't gray yet. You know.
I mean, it's,
All right.
it's getting there. That's for sure.
Those kids bring the gray quick.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah. It's
All right, so I want
definitely
some
an awesome world.
positive, negative feedback here. Give me what I did wrong at Digital Gold. I want to hear this straight up. Like you can be 100%.
No water wall.
No water wall.
Water wall's a bad idea.
Right. It was cool, but
Really cool.
but bad idea.
I love watching the videos.
Cat 7 cabling. Even if it fell off the back of a truck, it still took manpower to put that in.
Yeah.
Water wall, huh?
Probably could have bought a spool of wiring and done it yourself for a lot cheaper.
So how would I have cooled the building?
Big fans.
I tried that.
Get bigger fans that move more air.
I mean, you put it at you make it
Different
like
kind of fans.
you make it like an ASIC box too.
Yeah.
So when you're running 3-phase power fans, you're the most efficient.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the problem with now. I've talked to a few people. Now that's also you were fighting an issue that you were utilizing. Where you rented too, so I mean that hurts right there.
Well, yeah, it was 1,200. No, 1,500. 1,500 a month.
Right. So I mean you have that expense, and then you're trying to repurpose an existing building that you can only really repurpose so far. It wasn't like your building and you can either drill 1 million holes in it or just demo it down and make a purpose-built building for this.
Yeah. So the tech man says I didn't listen to him. I needed to be more diverse. I should have invested in a lot of other things. Yeah, I thought about that, but investing like other people's money without their permission seemed like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. and the other big thing, I mean, when did you stop mining for yourself?
I never did.
You never did?
No, I was always mining. I just never told people that I was doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you go through your videos and like you just all of a sudden, bink, stop, and it was all about everybody else.
No. That's what all those SSDs are over there. I don't know what to do with them.
What did I use
There's
this
probably
for?
coin on this computer. Let me check. Private keys here. Probably is.
Big folder, you know.
It's terrible.
Very.
Oh. Oh, that's good.
That
That's good. I like that.
or you could have
Okay.
built actual boxes, like tunnel boxes inside there. You know,
Tunnel boxes. Okay.
so that way all the air would have been forced in one way and
Right.
out.
And if you did it right, you would have actually had a Venturi effect going on, which whenever you got a high to low pressure built in the right way, that high to low pressure actually creates a temperature drop naturally. It's some of the things that I've been teaching myself on a small scale before I want to ramp it up like everybody knows me and Mikkel want to do. I wanted to make sure that I knew how to deal with hot pockets. I've put my rigs in the really kind of obscure areas and then learned how to manipulate the air through it in just the right way. I mean, it's like I started sitting there doing what you were doing, where you were putting like fans everywhere, and then I started making like what he's saying, little corridors, and it forced the air to go in one way, and all of a sudden it was just like, bink, control the temperature. Mining room's 110 degrees and nothing's overheating.
Yeah. Where you gotta get the cold out containment and the hot. Then you're cooking with bacon.
And if you go into like some of those bigger mining facilities,
dunk everything.
right? Or you just immersion mine.
Just submerge everything.
But then
but then that hurts your resale value because you can only resell to people that are gonna use it for the same purpose. That way. So, or you could spend the extra money and get the solvent that gets rid of all of that, and they're basically back to new. But that's still an extra cost.
I mean, the reason I'm not dead is because I could liquidate everything.
Exactly.
Right.
If I just closed shop,
and
I mean, if I just disappeared,
customers
which I could have done, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I could have billed out the last invoice and then shut down, disappeared.
Yeah.
Been like, I gotta survive. I got a family to feed, and be like, sorry, that's the risk of doing business.
Right.
I mean, they knew that. They signed the papers.
I mean, you did. I mean, for the little thing, just the little things that I think that it's like I probably would have taken it a little bit of a different path. It would have opened up a little bit different opportunities. But it's like otherwise, the way that you did business was great.
Was I too big?
No, wasn't big enough.
What?
Always go big.
It scales. It scales.
Dude.
When you start scaling it up and you start running the numbers on being huge. I mean, you're talking like a $25 million facility.
Yeah, I know.
The numbers work
put everything
better.
in the 4U cases instead of on the frames like they were.
Yeah, and you get density.
Oh yeah.
And then you start separating stuff for
dense.
hot. Then you start,
Real
and then like you were kind of starting to do it, and like I was like, oh, finally he's gonna do it. Where you were looking like you were partitioning off the warehouse. I was like, okay, is he gonna start making corridors and actually have hot and cold sides?
Yep. Yeah, we were.
And,
We were in talks about a wall.
yeah, I remember when you were putting the plastic up and everything. I'm like, oh, he's finally doing it.
But we were also in other areas too. That's the thing. We were in talks with a guy in Indiana who, I'd say is 1%, not 0%, but a 1%er. And he put in about $5 million into his mining facility, and so. I mean, that was another deterrent too, because I'm like, I gotta partner up with these guys, or I got nothing, because, bringing in 10 or 20,000 a week is nothing when they can just get into their own personal bank account and drop 2 million like it's candy.
Yep.
So,
They'll make it next month.
And they know to not be like if they hold on the cash, they at their level they know that they're losing value every second that their money's not working.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think the building might have been too big.
I think you just had the wrong kind of building. You needed a more of a purpose built.
But we sold, and
the only way that building could have worked is building corridors, because the walls were too tall. If they were like that, they needed more vents in the top.
Yeah, they were
to
too tall.
Pull more air out, because that's where all the air was trapped up there.
Yeah.
Just heat soaking the whole building.
Yeah, but your startup costs to get a building like that, or be able to manufacture a building,
Right.
like I was able to progress slowly as I sold more rows.
Rows.
I could like, change the cooling,
Right.
sort of.
Yeah,
More
for
fans.
sure.
Right.
Tunnels, man.
Sectioning the rows off a little bit differently. you know.
Nefarious.
Look at that.
Nefarious as I passed out on the couch. Terrible.
Terrible.
Jared, LOL.
Stop working so much.
This is that legendary wall of water. Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that like the pinnacle of the building? Because it was just
nobody's
so huge?
ever seen something like that. It's like, oh.
You should have seen it from the outside.
Oh god, it's
Techman says
I was always
gone up with
I was-
the amount of rigs. He said lots of space wasted.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, could have gone up in spin space, but then that would have increased more heat.
Yeah.
A lot more heat.
A lot of people get constraints on whenever they're renting a building because there's only so much remodeling you can do to it.
What is it? You need a kilowatt of cooling for every kilowatt of power.
Well, you want to start off
So
with
one
like,
for one.
you want to
Pretty
start
much.
off like moving, like if you're moving the air, you got to move like you have to exchange the air out about 30 times an hour. All the air gets exchanged out. Now this is with no miners in there. This is just to keep a nice feeling comfortable in that area. After you get that achieved, you have to add 400 CFM for every 12,000 BTUs you're putting in. I mean, it's a huge a lot of people don't realize the science behind properly extracting heat.
He says they were all on the floor. He
It was
says
cooler on the floor.
Yeah.
He said the garage setup you had dense shelves.
Yeah, the garage setup was actually a barn. So we were a basement like this, and then we were a barn, and
Yep.
then we were the warehouse.
Yeah,
So
the
the
flooding basement.
Yeah. Well, it was going to be a flooding barn too. Like,
Oh my god.
so that was winter, and the power line going into the barn, it was a separate line, was completely vacant of all ice and snow. And it looked so weird driving up because you're like, why does that line look like that? Because everything else is frozen. But that line was nice and warm.
I know it was getting full juice.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Please move.
And we were still selling. We were still selling rigs. Like, it just wasn't stopping. I was like, I can't keep up. I mean, you don't want to
Just
tell
the
people.
flooding
no.
back porch.
Right. A growing
Yeah.
problem is a good problem in a business world.
Mitigate and keep moving.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. The building was too big. I'll agree with that. I wanted
Just
to
compacts floating on pallets. What a basement.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Renting. Yeah. Renting. Spending too much money. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if
That's
I agree on the water
the
wall.
one thing we.
it's like I don't agree on the water wall.
You don't agree on-
I don't think I agree on the water wall.
Dude, that was the coolest thing. I mean, you were definitely the cool kid when you built that.
that set you aside from everybody else.
Right.
They're like, that guy has a water wall cooling his farm.
Yeah, not the fact that he didn't have contracts or, you know, you could visually see your rig and log in 100% full admin access. That didn't set me apart. It was the water wall.
Right. How
Funny what
many
people remember.
how many motherboards and risers did that water wall destroy on you?
Oh, if somebody would ever ask that. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So the wood, we actually, when we were raising the second row up, we were putting the wood planks on the shelving. If you go back and look, there was green mold building
Yeah.
up. Major.
Aw.
We were like,
Like
oh
algae?
my gosh. We had to
Algae buildup?
like vacuum and brush it off before the live streams because we're like, holy crap, we're screwed. And we were like, all we gotta get through is like a couple more weeks or really a month maybe, because it was getting into cold, and then we knew we'd be fine. We could shut the wall off, but it.
Tech man, it's 120% humidity.
That's like an Amazon.
Nefarious
thing.
says, hey, he goes, how many people successfully mined in a pool? Oh, that's so good. Oh, the mold on the motherboards was crazy. Yeah, I bet. That's
Yeah.
something I would have.
Yeah, because like I remember you were talking. He's like, I gotta be careful with these. We have to eliminate this row. I can't let them. I can't let them turn off and turn back on because they don't turn back on.
If they go off, they're done.
I remember you're going around like I don't know about if I could turn this one off.
He just goes.
He's like,
you
you're like,
just
you
yank the
can,
cord
you
out.
can see the corrosion over here by the socket.
Man said Jared made it rain.
If you go back and like watch everything
Panda, Panda,
like,
Panda,
like there he is.
Panda,
What?
And,
What up, buddy? He said Jared and DCA together. Space shuttle.
Oh man, I got the
Panda
original.
dance.
I still
I
have
know.
the originals.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh man, he's breaking them out, man.
These are from way back in the day. These got all. I can barely see through 'em.
That's great.
Look at that space. Look at this.
Look at the space.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, man.
Nefarious.
Yep. Yep.
Mark for Nefarious for Kirsten.
Mm.
Worth it.
So, what about? I'm gonna say it publicly. What about Magic Bite?
What about it?
He legit like stole money from me.
oh no.
Oh.
Do you need some help?
What?
We can go to his house right now and talk to him about his poor
Wow.
decision making skills.
Poor decision making.
No
Oh.
shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
like
Yeah.
thousands.
Please talk.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, we got plenty of time, bro.
I mean, dude, anybody
We
have any
got plenty of time.
Where is he?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Internet mystery. Can anybody find him?
Yeah.
So
DCA fam, find him.
I mean, so there's a Bitcoin secret. You guys probably already know it. The Bitcoin Jesus. You guys know. Bitcoin Jesus.
Jesus.
Like, we got GPU Jesus.
No, the picture.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Is that like Body Jesus?
No. No, there's code hidden inside the photo, and it was from 2008. And it opens up a key that all these people were involved in to crack the code. Because apparently, I don't know if anybody has said this on YouTube yet, but Satoshi's Bitcoins are available, and you can find them yourself.
Really?
All of them. Yeah.
Nice.
I just unlocked Pandora's box.
I know, right? Can't put that in.
Good stuff.
So basically, me and Magic Bite were on the side. He built the Discord channel, and we talked on the phone. He's in Europe, and he was building massive software and was cracking the code. So either he's dead, sadly, because he was in a car wreck and was way drugged up, or
Nefarious said he vanished. He had that car accident, but said he was okay a
Correct.
year later. But
Yeah.
not seen him since.
right. So yeah, basically he scammed everybody out of a lot, not just me, because that would have been pointless. Like, why would you ruin your reputation over a few $1,000? But
Yeah. When you do you people though.
yeah, exactly. So anyways, so nobody's cracked the code yet, obviously, because his coins are still there and they haven't moved. But
What's up, Chris?
I don't know, like he was really close. He was really close. And I actually, oh, wait, I should have everything on my Discord, shouldn't I? Like, should it save it?
Yeah.
I should, yeah.
Yeah.
So I should be able to click on his name, and he would send me updates, because like that was the agreement we had, that he had to send me.
It'll say deleted user probably.
No, it says
If
still
he
on.
hasn't deleted his account, it'll say deleted user.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's here. There it is. Hex code and everything. Holy crap. So he said on 3/20/2019, I found a message in the Bitcoin Jesus message, and he found it. Yeah, it's there. So anyways, I don't know this stuff. I can't read this lingo, but the only other time I ever got close to Satoshi was when I was in New York. I was living in Pennsylvania, and I was in New York I went to a New York meeting about a guy who just found me when my YouTube was like really small, like maybe 1,000 subscribers. And he contacted me. I was working for Apple, and he's like, "You need to come to New York." So I went to New York. I got invited on top of this like way high skyscraper after hours, and this I guess multi-millionaire, I wouldn't say he was a billionaire, came in, and he was going to be the guy to fund it. And there was probably 6 of us there, and we all had a chat and then ate dinner afterwards about our ideas of how we wanted to build a company. And I went home and continued making the YouTube videos, and he messaged me later, and he was like, "Satoshi is happy with you." And I was like, "He's happy with me? What am I doing?" Right? Like, I'm not doing anything. So that was, that if he was talking to Satoshi, that would be one degree away. So that was the closest I ever got. Other than this, so that was the closest to Satoshi, and closest to the coins, I believe, is this code, which surprising, it's all here. Can he delete this? Can he come back and delete this?
If he put it up, yeah.
Private message, yeah.
Yeah.
He can delete it, but
You better screenshot it right now.
It's thousands of pages.
Better get to work.
Get started, yeah.
zip it up.
What's going on, everybody? I see a bunch of
What's
FAs
up,
in the
Chris?
chat.
Yeah. What does that mean, Chris?
It means that DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Oh, right.
Love it. Shouldn't just says save it.
Right.
Serpent says, I remember when Whale Alert on Twitter says there were 40 BTC moved from a Satoshi wallet. He says, could that be legit and someone finding it or not linked?
Well, every time his wallets get hacked, pinged, it's always Craig Wright. He does it every time, right?
Right, he could do that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, there's no doubt Craig was involved heavily. I mean, you can't deny that. It's just he's taking more credit than.
I don't know.
So helpful crypto miner just said in the chat, "Hey, DCA Adventure. So digital gold is basically my dad."
I don't know how to take that.
Sit on Pappy's lap.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he said he just had 3.
Yeah, I just had 3. So wait, my first can barely talk. Remember, they're 3 under 3.
Well, maybe.
Barry says his last conversation with Magic was April 17th, 2019.
Ooh.
April, May, June. Okay, so he survived the car accident. So he did disappear. Okay. Yeah.
Proof.
I mean,
You heard it here first.
we'll find all the Satoshis. So who cares,
Right.
He didn't delete his chat.
We'll do an unsolved mystery.
How do I scroll up quickly? Oh, just hold it? I don't know.
If you
got a clutch mouse.
Click it, you can. It'll go faster.
You click your scroll wheel.
Oh, really? Oh, there we go. I want to find this Bitcoin, Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, guys, tell me, I've been out of it for a while. Tell me about that mystery. I mean, is there any more progression in that area, or are we still all in a wonder?
I mean, who knows, right? With all the fake news going around with everything, everyone's lying, so you can't trust nobody these days. Trust no one.
Panda says, "What are you, Digital Gold? What are you up to these days? How's the family and quality of life?"
Quality is good. I am headed back to work. I'm on my leave for the 3rd kid, and I hope to do another business someday. So stay tuned in another decade after this mess.
He might be working in the family mine.
We're hiring.
Oh.
That'd make it epic, wouldn't it?
I'm very impressed with you, Red Panda. You're doing good. Your channel's growing steadily. It's awesome. Good job. Oh, there it is.
Panda would be so disappointed if I didn't do this. Red, mining panda style.
Oh man.
Oh, demonetized.
Nefarious says not many talk about it. They kept having random articles printed at this point. It's not really as dramatically important now. But
A few $billion.
the world started accepting Bitcoin. Yeah.
Especially the banks now that the Fed is actually going, well, we should probably get on board with this, and the banks are like, yes!
Yeah, they're like, oh,
Well, I mean,
we'll hold it for you, I swear.
It's not a hot potato no more. We can hold this. Oh, look at you. It's Bitcoin.
Can I show my Can I show my screen?
Yeah.
How?
Bottom
yeah.
left.
You scroll
no,
on the thing, it says share
straight at the
screen.
bottom
It's
it
like a
says share
green
screen.
button, right at the bottom.
And then it'll have a pop-up of like what you want to share.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay.
But
You see
don't
it?
dox yourself. Yeah.
Oh, you do? All right. So this is it. So this is him. See the Bitcoin in the background.
Uh-huh.
So if you crack the code inside of it, it goes to it leads to a bazillion different websites. And I mean, it's just, there's thousands of pages of this. And everything's written in code. So, he's smart. He was a smart guy. I don't know where he is. So there's alpha, I mean, I can't even speak this language, but anyways, apparently they were talking with these websites and pictures. So the coins apparently are there, and it was a joke, or not a joke, but a trick. As in, Satoshi was like, "Well, fine. If you guys are gonna be like that, then I'm gonna hide them." So he hit them, and then he left like one clue, and then you've got to go through the clues in order to
Unravel
find
it,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the great mystery. So.
That's nice.
Techman says that is the kind of info that gets people scolded.
Yeah, that one clue treasure hunt is kind of the same thing my dad did, only he used sticky notes.
It's a great filing system.
Digital gold. I take after you in your videos, basically documenting the journey and having fun.
Oh, thank you. It was so short-lived. I wished it went on longer. Oh man.
Just sticky notes. Oh hell yeah.
No, seriously. Okay, here's a story. Okay, you would draw like an item on a sticky note, and it would be something in the house. You have to go to that item, and somewhere on or near that item is the next clue on another sticky note. And so after the last time I did the treasure hunt with my dad, I had gone around the entire house and the property and whatnot. You know, he even drew like my favorite tree to climb. All right, somewhere in there was a sticky note, and one of the final sticky notes, it was a map. And so we went on this treasure hunt, and it took us all the way from Tarboro, North Carolina to Fayetteville, like an hour and a half away, and my present was a puppy.
Wow.
That's elaborate.
Yeah, it was elaborate. And I did the same thing with my daughter on her 5th or 6th birthday, my oldest. And the final clue was like a picture of pants and in the back pocket. And so like I had something in my back pocket, and it was, I think it was like a Game Boy or something. So she went all around the house for like
80.
an hour.
It's like the look here. Now look here. Now look over here.
Now over here. Stop making me do this. No. It's too much enjoyment.
Yeah, the puppy
Hey,
story
we got
has not
Seth Estrada here. Yo.
What up, Seth? How you doing, buddy? He says, hello, Jared. Good to see you chatting up with these guys.
They're probably just more surprised that I'm still alive over anything.
That too.
Like, wait, he
Whenever Nefarious was like, "Hey, I talked to Jared," he says, "Come on," I said, "No way." I said, "I'm glad he's like still still kicking and doing everything. Everything's still everything's still good. I'm glad everything's good."
There was a time.
Seriously, if something happened like to me, the team here would have no clue, unless my daughter jumped on a live stream and said something in the live chat. That's it. Nobody would know.
Probably.
Hey, if she said something.
Man.
We're gonna get a soundbite.
Oh no!
That was like a perfect. That was like the perfect lead up to it.
I mean,
man.
I served that up pretty. I don't know.
Hey, there's Wolfie.
I was like, that was like the perfect one.
I know, right?
Wolfie says we're all weirdos. Yeah, it's okay.
That's why you're watching.
I'm glad to be me.
I need to make a compilation video of everything I did in that 2 years, in like one video.
I was actually thinking of doing a similar thing, like once we hit our year mark,
Right.
doing like top 20 moments of DCA Adventure for 2020.
Exactly. I'm going for another 1 million views here.
You got those sticky notes of the timestamps and episodes?
No, I have to go through everything.
Oh, you better hurry, man. I mean, we're already at like what 117 videos, I think.
Yeah. Well, if I narrow it down just to the Fridays, we'll be good.
Yeah.
I finally got into looking at all of it, and we do not qualify yet for YouTube partnership.
You guys want my channel? Starts out with 20K right in the beginning. I mean,
Right. So we know a few other YouTubers that have done that. Well, look at all those scam YouTube vids. I mean, over 100,000,
Those things are
stolen
pumping like crazy.
It's like, how much did they have to pay YouTube in
Right.
order to get advertised like that?
yeah.
Did you see YouTube's response to it? That they're not held responsible for you clicking like scammy links. And
I know. I used to hide them all, and then I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna leave them. If people are that dumb.
That's right.
and now they just pop into the Discord like every day.
Oh yeah.
my niece just dropped a bomb.
Send me half a Bitcoin. I'll give you 3 tomorrow.
So, hey, Wolfie.
Seth says,
Slowly
Jared,
getting the family into it.
Jared says, Seth says, Jared, you will starve your whiteboard too.
Starve my whiteboard.
Whiteboard, yeah. I don't know. What he said?
I don't get it.
Is he talking about the swear?
Yeah, what's he talking about?
Like the
Uh,
only
what-
time I've seen you, it's like the only time I've
Well,
seen you
he's talking to
occasionally
Jared,
with a
so it's not the swear
whiteboard.
jar.
I've seen you occasionally on your channel with the whiteboard. You had one right as you shut the mine down, and you were like, "This is my expenses."
The curse board.
Yeah, you guys
he's
think I'm
talking
raking
about
in money. Let me give you the real numbers here.
Right?
Yeah.
that. Right.
There's a lot of those videos around. Holy cow.
It's like, I made nothing.
he
I
was talking
broke
about-
even.
I guess people just don't get business. Like they must have never had a business class or anything. Like
They don't teach that in communist schools. How dare
No,
you?
they don't.
How
They
dare
don't
you.
even teach how to
How
advertise
dare
or
you.
write good ad copy.
They're like,
You
they're
don't
like,
teach
he's
how to,
got,
like, write a
he's got a
check
building,
hardly.
he's got mines, he's got a YouTube channel, he's a Bitcoin millionaire.
Yeah.
There's nothing more. That's
Where's your
it.
Where's your
Walking
Lambo
away.
at, bro? Where's the
Yeah,
Lambo?
where?
Where's the
It's like,
Lambo?
right. It's like, where's the Lambo for every day of the week?
No Lambo, I don't believe you.
It's like, do you not
Do you need a
realize
Bitcoin, bro?
I'm a small entrepreneur. I have bills to pay.
I
I'm
have a
lucky.
life.
I'm lucky if I make $1,000 to myself by the end of the week.
Yeah, I mean, having something that big goes. What do you? I mean, like literally, like you got to turn it off, or you're paying that premium figure.
I don't agree with that one, Nefarious. He says, Hell, they don't even teach you to read and write above 3rd grade anymore. I really disagree with it.
I learned everything I needed to know.
I have children that have been through every grade level up to that point.
Illinois is bad,
They
but
all-
not that
they
bad.
all learned that.
You know how to beat the system? When the kids come home from school and they have like a 10-minute homework reading assignment, you tell them to read for 20 minutes, all right? And then you watch anime together, okay? Get them hooked on anime in English, all right? And then
Make them watch the make them read the subtitles.
and then when the homework goes to 20 minutes, you say, okay, now you're going to read for an hour, okay? So now they're becoming more proficient at reading, and then once, they say, hey, that anime was awesome, you
You're
convince
like,
them
"No,
to watch
you
it
need
in
the
Japanese with the subtitles, okay? Because the actors can give a better performance, and sometimes the subtitles tell you a better portion of the plot, okay? You get more out of it. So,
Well, then there's also stuff that they don't show here in America.
Hold on. It's not done. I'm not done yet. So once they've done their hour of reading, their reward for reading is they get to watch the anime. In reality, their reward for reading is more reading. Not even kidding you. When my oldest was in 6th grade, she was reading on a college level.
What's going on, gents?
What's up, big guy?
Getting a full house in here. What's going on?
Oh,
Hey, Nemesis sent me a
I
link
want
over
to
on
rub
Discord.
the crystal ball. I want to rub the crystal ball. What's the price of Bitcoin?
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
It's pumping right now. It's pumping.
I need to. If I had that upgrade installed, we wouldn't be here.
Mirror Lake. Awesome.
Yeah, I've
Is
got
this-
to get that.
hold on. Is this 3 weeks in a row that we've had special guests on our show?
Special ed
probably.
guests. I think it counts now.
Special
Yes.
ed guest.
Not special ed, just special guests.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Oh, man. We get
1K is
D-Live
great,
house.
right?
I know, right?
1K is great. You just like special guests all the time.
Right?
It's
Well, I had a
SFA
member-
Friday night.
Remember
You're
the DC
welcome, Red.
Adventure crew
You're
over on my
welcome.
channel.
Hey, I mean,
So I don't know if you guys saw, but I had Trek. We live streamed.
Yes.
We skipped
Yeah.
YouTube. We went to Twitch, and then we tried out D Live. But
Did you see when he was on with us last week?
I missed it. I missed his
Yeah.
episode.
he
Yeah.
came on last
It
week.
was a good one. Yeah,
pretty
last
great.
week.
So
Yeah.
we had Trek, who's a member of the DCA Adventure team, and we also
dude,
had
I know.
BitNative.
Bitcoin Jake.
Okay.
Bitcoin
fun.
Jake says I'm working on a special guest for y'all in August. Yes, and it's gonna be fantastic.
This is the announcement for the announcement. We're going to Justin Sun them.
I think our
Stay tuned for the announcement.
no.
No,
Okay,
no.
I was thinking of Nefarious. Nefarious said that DigiGold was going to be here, so I didn't post anything on Twitter about it. It was we were just going to surprise everybody.
Me and Bitcoin Jake have been working on something in the background.
Excellent.
And I'm extremely happy on this. They're one of my favorite people.
Yep.
Fun.
It's all about having connections sometimes.
Is it Ian Bellina or Superman?
Connection via
No, not like this.
Yeah. Can 2020 please do a few more cancellations?
I know, right?
I'll tell you what, though, if either one of them wanted to come on here, we wouldn't say no.
I get that. I get it. Like you said, the connections, man. Sometimes you can't say no.
Right.
Yeah.
Like yeah, can't name names, but I mean we all know in this side of the industry too, you can't say no to certain people in crypto mining, GPU mining, or
Yep.
FPGAs.
Yep. Yeah, that and it's like
No,
that was
you
really
don't say no. If you
Right.
say no, then you just
and I was really
you're cut off. You can't get any more.
You're put on the
I was
blacklist.
really surprised that Christy
Don't do me
Lee,
like that, Daddy.
Christy Lee actually came onto my YouTube channel and had that awesome conversation. It was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
I'm
always
like, I'm
good.
just a little fish, and she's like, no, I know who you are. I've been watching your videos. Like, what?
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 Dude, what?
Right to you. That is awesome. That's kind of like when Michelle Obama followed my a bit too far Instagram page.
It's not Michelle Michael, dude.
Oh.
Hey, he thinks it is. Okay.
No. Time out.
Let him have his happy moment.
Here's the thing, okay? I learned, like, being the marketing guy for DCA Adventure and Doge Lord, okay? I've learned a few things, okay? And a lot of people are trying to cheat the system. They will follow and unfollow. I'm just going to say that, okay? And yeah, she actually did. I went to her profile, and it's the same profile. You know, this was like 2 years ago when she followed and then unfollowed like a week later.
It's like, oh, it's one of these. Oops.
Yeah. When she saw what kind of content I had, no.
Well, that's because her PR person fucked up.
They're like, this
what
is
is she
questionable.
Yeah.
We told her she can't be looking at stuff like this.
No, you can't look at alternative financing that's proper.
No. That was the a bit too far page.
Yeah, but it had
It's
blockchain.
all-
It had blockchain reference.
But no, I was going through marketing class, and they were saying something about how people would actually use programs and do the follow and follow thing still. And I was like, well, let me double check this. Sure enough, I scrolled back down and I saw all the posts that I remember seeing back then. I'm like, oh, this is no joke. So
Oh man, what
Yeah.
time is it, man? I think it's giveaway time.
we got 3 minutes to the giveaway.
Oh,
3 minutes.
oh, jeez.
What do you guys
If you're
get
watching,
next?
Wolfie.
$10
No.
of
Okay, I've been.
BTC
Okay,
is the giveaway.
for a year.
For swear
For a
jar.
year.
every
I have
Friday,
been-
basically. Potty mouths.
Okay.
You know how it goes.
No, I don't do regular giveaways, man. So
No,
it's kinda-
I meant, you know, how we. That's usually how it ends up rolling. It's every Friday now.
Hey, before the giveaway, do you guys want to hear a really cool soundbite?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I did one. I had a cost and hodl it.
Ooh, I like the glass. The glasses were like
See, Jared,
I can't
that's how
concentrate- I
you
can't
teach your
concentrate.
that's how you teach your kid, Jared. You know.
Gotta get them started young. you know?
She'll be like looking at you, Dad. You used to use that dirty fiat.
Yeah.
It's like we have that crypto wallet.
Everybody used to put that dirty fiat in their nose for other things.
That's nasty.
So one thing you can't do with BTC, you know. Smoke.
All right, so no, seriously, I had been talking to my niece about like Bitcoin for like over a year now, and then she actually came over last night to grab a couple of her things, and then we all had dinner together. And to help pay for the dinner, I sent her Bitcoin, so I practically forced her to download the crypto apps so I could send her Bitcoin.
This is what you're getting, whether you like it or not.
You have
Yes.
no other choice.
Strong arm Bitcoin. Here you go.
It's just that's positive peer pressure, man. That's,
That's
how
right.
that's how all the good stuff used to happen in the world. I mean,
I
before
know.
everybody became afraid of the good friends doing that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old boys.
We're good old
That
boys.
man says you can throw your ledger in the fire.
Just not the recovery phrase.
I heard you can go diving with your recovery phrases too. You know. Wants to do that.
You know, put on a paper wallet.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
then go swimming. Crap! I left it in my jean pocket.
So Bitcoin Jex says he's taking shots at Bacardi. I'm having black raspberry wine from Japan,
Nice.
Oh, hey.
and I've been on for like what 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I have a nice buzz already.
So what's everybody's favorite coin right now? Like, are people
Bitcoin
care
Yeah,
about?
dope.
Dogecoin.
Oh my! Yeah, reverted. We've gone backwards.
Come on.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Hey, so Jared, I'm going to chime in there, and I'm in defense of Dogecoin. Dogecoin, man, 2016 was a sleeper. Nobody saw it coming. I made a joke with friends in this area. I've got some friends who are kind of long-term hodlers, and but a few of them were diversified into Dogecoin, and they were like, "Yeah, yep, it is the one nobody expects."
Yeah.
and they saw that pump then, and they're still holding it now.
Now we got that TikTok pump.
Big top pump and dumps.
We
Gotta
got
get them
silver,
double shares. Gotta get them
Devault.
shares.
PBR.
Perhaps Blue Ribbon.
I mean,
All right.
But I mean, it's
That brings me back to my military days.
there's like
silver's doing pretty good. Silver's been on the up. That's for sure.
when it comes down to coins though, it's like I like the projects. Well, I mean, me and Mikkel try to keep to that golden rule of making sure it's got a core wallet if we're gonna play around with it. But
I want an actual wallet.
right, it's like, but it's whatever has a usable tool to me at the end of the day. It doesn't have to have that monetary aspect behind it. It's like, what's the problem that project's trying to solve? Can I use it?
So what about stable coins?
Stable coins are good to trade in and out of, but I'd rather use Doge.
So what if you could anonymize your stable coins?
Would love it.
Dude, that'd actually be kind of cool.
I mean, I've been digging kind of into.
Is it going to be built off the Ghost protocol?
Yeah.
Oh no.
He said
But-
legitimate.
Legit.
Nobody
legit
here's a
for
stranger
me.
to us.
Yeah.
Here's a stranger to Haven. Can I? Do you guys do a lot of like value drops, like education? Should I save this for after hours?
Oh, no.
Go for it. Go for it.
You drop things a little low.
That's why we're DCA. We educate.
All right. Nice. So
I mean,
I'm gonna do.
Fridays are fun days, but it's also sometimes we sprinkle a little education in there.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
gotta do it.
Before we
Gotta
get
get
too
it,
far
yeah.
about stablecoin, I want to say this. I've been digging into like kind of like Celsius, networks, stuff like that. I have noticed that they seem to pay a lot more in like the interests of stable type coins, tokens,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
etc.
I know.
It's like what 6% for 6.1% for
Well,
Ethereum
well, think about
Classic,
why.
and like almost 9% for like Tether USDT, like straight out of the gate. If
No shit. Think
if you,
about
if
why.
you if you build it up, okay, so if you build up your interest, as like, because they eventually they'll give you more interest the longer you hold it inside their wallet.
Do they give
So
you
eventually
more?
you get like 10%
Yeah.
for holding Tether. 10%.
Yeah, everybody called them a scam in the beginning, but
Like-
here it is. They're still here.
That is just. I mean, granted, they don't have like near like half the coins that they did, like a year ago. A year ago when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, cool. They have a lot of the coins, a lot of mineable coins. And I was like, okay, this is like a miner's haven. Like if a miner's gonna hold coins, this is like a no-brainer.
Do you have the Rimshot app, by the way? Miners Haven. Ba-dum-tsh.
Yeah, right. I was setting you up for that. But yeah, you just I don't know. It's just interesting.
That is cool. No, for sure.
Okay, real quick, because we are 4 minutes past the giveaway. Mind your biz. Let's go ahead
Don't
and
do it.
drop your
Annually on
educational
Devolt.
bomb, and then we'll go ahead and do the giveaway.
Okay, cool. Yeah, make them suffer through it. The audience is like, oh my gosh, you
gotta
brought that guy. No.
Yeah, you have to learn.
By the
You
way, we have
gotta learn to
28
earn.
people watching and only 24 likes.
Oh, yeah.
Smash the like button, peeps.
Yeah,
We're missing a couple.
Smash it.
Right.
yeah,
Let
smash.
me go ahead and there we go.
To
Bitcoin
answer your
Jake
question,
says he
Red,
gets
I am actually
12%.
conducting an experiment with Crypto.com. Brian and McKellar are
Yeah.
aware of it, and we'll reveal
Yeah.
the results after the 3 months.
He's testing Crypto.com. I'm testing out Celsius. I don't think Celsius is available for Canada. I don't think. Because I've seen people ask that question quite often. And if people are asking that question quite often, it's probably because they don't. That's just my guess.
Well,
Off
right.
of being
Okay,
in
so-
support long enough, if someone asks the question more than like 10 times and it's in one chat, it's not available for them to easily read, so it's probably not there. Just
All
give them
right.
the rule
So,
of thumb.
what's this
What do we got? What do we
Tornado?
got?
This is Tornado Cash. Tornado. It's a Tornado
Tornado.
Cash. You guys haven't used it. It's for Ethereum. And one thing, this is one that is it Gavin Wood said would be very likely that most users, if they're not really careful about how they access it, you want to use best practices, right? The anonymity tools such as Tor, such as a solid VPN that you know is not traceable, so that way no side of your system touches it in a way that can be traced back to you. But it's a tumbler that's Ethereum specific, and says deposit and withdraw. You have an address that you withdraw to, but drop down here where it says token. What's this?
Ooh.
USDT, USDC, and DAI. So you have some stable coins that can finally be tumbled. That's it. That's the tweet. All right.
Nice.
That's
In the
interesting.
tornado.
The torn-
The tornado.
So you're talking about being able to get interest on USDT in Celsius. If after you exit from Celsius, you want to rinse those coins, make sure that you're not showing the entire world where your profits went to or where they came
Right.
from.
Which, just food for thought, coinswitch.io accepts Celsius.
Nice.
Cool.
Throwing that out there.
Yeah. It's one of those tidbits of knowledge.
It's probably what I'm going to do.
So Bitcoin Jake says, "Okay, do the giveaway so I can win now."
Fine. But yeah, always use best practices, of course. That was the first thing I looked for whenever I got there. I was like, how am I going to get these coins out of here?
Yeah.
Safely.
What exchange actually takes these things?
So, you can withdraw in your native token. Like, you don't have to choose to earn in Celsius. You can earn in your Ethereum Classic or Tether. It's whatever you pick, but you earn more if you use it in Celsius. So if you're gonna choose the more, you need to be safe about it and switch it around a little bit more. Granted, still switch it with the Ethereum Classic that you move off of there.
Can you stake tokens on there and get a better percentage, like on crypto.com?
No.
No.
I mean, but there's no minimum though. That's
All right, are we doing this giveaway?
Because
Because I got to chime in about this crypto.com now. Come on.
Okay.
All right, triggered.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's gonna get good when somebody's triggered.
All right. So,
Ooh, look at those sexy
Everybody-
sons of bitches.
Oh, damn.
here's a video I told everybody to comment on.
Are you sure?
Dang, internet that's bad.
Look at that intro, though, man.
I know. Probably because I'm mining an arrow as we speak right now.
Oh.
Probably what it is.
Well, I just
Nah,
gotta get...
it's because you're not using all that Cat 7 cabling.
That is actually a lie. I won't pull it out to show
I
you
gave it
because
to
then
him.
I won't be able to
Keep streaming,
Yeah.
It's because you
Not
tied a
streaming
knot in
it,
your Cat
but-
7 cable. It's the knot.
Hold
that you tied.
on. Cat 8, Cat 7. Are we comparing, dick sizes here? Come on.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa!
That beautiful copper cable has variable levels of stupidity inside.
And just to kick it all off, that Cat 7, it's black.
Oh.
Right, are we ready for the drum roll?
Mine's
Ready for the
red.
drum roll?
I mean,
Oh.
Joshua Hager.
Joshua
Hey.
Hager.
Are you here?
Rigged.
Rigged. Always rigged. Joshua Hager, you have 30
Scam.
seconds.
You got 30 seconds to reply, big guy.
This is a scam.
Always.
Everything is a scam.
Hager.
Okay, I got to get in this crypto.com. All right,
Get
so
it.
they were, Monaco before, right? And
There he goes. There you are, Joshua. There we are. Awesome. Cool.
Yo.
He's here. Awesome.
So I was interested
Continue.
when they first came out, and I was like, ooh, a card and all that, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. And then I didn't really follow it after that. And then crypto.com, right? $10 million website, 26 million in an ICO, and I'm like, okay, this is going somewhere. Well, I have recently acquired some money, so of course, what did I do? Start staking coins like a crazy man. And I'm hooked. And I show my buddies, and I'm like, guys, I'm in. So I got, the Jade card. I'm getting 3% on everything, and I just started staking every week because I'm thinking 18% times 6.
18% if you stake over 500 MCO.
Yeah, that's no big deal. So I'm going crazy, right? So I'm like dropping thousands like it's candy in here, and I'm loving my wallet. And I've got, I got the Tezos.
I know, right? The banks have got to be kicking themselves.
Right. I'm like, what is going on? So.
But I mean, how long can this last?
I paid for a car with it.
Yeah, 18% on
Woo!
stake. Big money.
I was like,
going all out, man.
No, I handed my card, and he's like, "This is I'm like, "No, it's debit." And he's like, "And I can put that much on there." I was like, "Yeah."
I'm waiting for the butt. I'm waiting for the butt.
And so he did it. And
I haven't seen one yet, Chris.
And it worked. and I'm like, I got VeChain. I'm getting paid out every day because I stacked my contracts. Every week I waited and then kept buying, and always bought CRO, of course, because it's 18, and then buy the other ones.
Yeah, CRO, yeah.
So I mean, I'm up thousands, and I'm telling my friends, and here comes the butt, and they're like, dude, it's a Ponzi. I mean, there's just no other way, and I'm like, nah, come on, I don't believe it.
The fact that they can offer that much, they're probably making a lot more than that on.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
but
no one gives shit away for free.
That's not a guarantee, though.
They say in their agreement, like there's 4 check marks you have to check on.
Like the APR.
There's 4 check marks.
It's like
when you read the agreement, it's not 16% on the value; it's 16% on the coins, and the coins can go up or down in value.
Correct.
Right.
Bro, I'm balling in it. Why would I get out at this point, right? I'm completely addicted. Everything we buy, our groceries, I get 10% on groceries at Costco. So I took it to the next level. I went to Costco, bought groceries, then asked for cash back, and to Crypto.com, it sees it as the full amount.
Yeah.
So the lady hands me money, and I'm like, wait a second. So this week, I'm going to go and buy a $10 item, and I'm going to ask for $100 back in
Hey, this is not financial advice, by the way.
Right.
Not at all.
Oh, I should film it. I should show you.
Document it.
Do it.
Yes.
I'm going to ask for $100
Washers and
back
listeners
on debit. And then Crypto.com is going to give me my $10 back, and so I have a $10 item for free, and then I can go return that item. So now I make $20, and all right.
You're nickel and diming these guys now.
You're right. It's gonna be like Best Buy's gonna see him coming, like, oh, this guy again, buying TVs and
This
stuff.
guy's in here every day.
I'm going to give all the secrets away. So I'll tell you right now, the big guys don't check it if it's under $700.
Oh.
So I'm going to go get a nice vacuum, $400 vacuum.
So you're literally going to Best Buy then? I'll just throw that up by,
Well, that's
This
like,
is crazy.
I'm
like
just
Coinbase,
saying,
anything
may
over
or may
$1,000
not
is something.
take a video, and then one of these Fridays we'll be like, dude, we got this awesome clip to show you, and we'll just like post and just screen share it, and then just like have someone buy it and they never show your face. Just
we should get
Seriously,
somebody,
record your buying it and freaking all that crap, and then freaking just send us the video. We will splice it into an episode for you.
oh,
It's
man.
crazy. I don't understand.
That's
So
nuts.
I mean, I'm at the point now.
Wow.
My contracts start expiring in a month, so I hope that they at least make it another month, because I'd like to get some money out. And I was a little nervous because one of the days I tried to pull money out and their systems went down, and I was like, "This is it."
Here we go.
I'm like on support, and I'm
Ponzi
like,
got pulled.
"Help me!" Right? And so I don't know, guys. I mean, I would say they might be trying, but if you look at the CEOs and where they came from,
They
And
came
so-
from pretty like crazy, like legit places.
no,
No?
what do you, no,
No?
they were a scam before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got-
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Someone is the wrong one then.
yeah. Dude, and so what you're saying before about like, well, it's got to be a Ponzi. Like they don't just give money away for free, or like I don't know where it's coming from. When they're at that ICO phase, dude, they could absolutely be paying out of ICO funds.
Yep.
You don't know. It'd be coming from anywhere. We don't know for sure.
So, yeah, silent investor.
Well, the other risk is the fact that they could have, as many coins as they want, and that's your 16%.
Well, it's on the Ethereum, so we can at least check it on that.
Yeah.
So we can see the coins on Ethereum.
Well, McAfee
I
Dex
would
is
love a
either
deep
scam.
dive into it, but I don't know how to do that.
Dive in what? How can we
Like-
get in?
Like
Smart
like
contract,
a
you
deep
mean?
dive.
On like Etherscan, look up the
Yeah.
smart contract and,
Oh, yeah.
and have it audited.
On Etherscan,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Ooh, I hear a collaborative effort appearing on DCA Adventure.
Well, here's the
What's
thing though.
that?
This would be like it'd be a really good series for everybody to collab on. So Nerd Girl, who's been doing twice a week shows with me on my channel.
Yeah.
We
We
had
need
a
to get her
little-
opinion on this. I would love to hear her opinion.
We did a Saturday show, man, because we brought back Saturday Scam Busters there.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
for user submissions, and somebody asked about Crypto.com because, gosh, who was it? It was Beast Lorian on Twitter. This dude has like 50,000 followers, trader guy,
Right.
and he went public saying like, I think it's a Ponzi. His faith was shaken, and so he said, okay, well, this guy's he's known in that space as a trader, so we try to take a closer look. And we've got a little write-up of 12 points, some questions that we ask about, like, do they make bombastic claims? Has any of the founders' claims in the past been proven false or whatever else? Stuff like that. And we put it through the paces, and we don't ever call anything a scam, but we'll just say it checked a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of
Like, look,
questionable.
I mean, on my account, there it is. Oh, whoa, hello, brightness. So, I mean, they're paying, and they view it as a delivery, and it's just Costco. And there's my $10, and it says my bill was $105. I only spent $85 in the building. So why are they paying me on $105? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, you gotta
So-
wonder if there's like something in the smart contract a la Hex where the founders get like where basically they double down on whatever your rewards are and they get matched.
I mean,
Somebody misplaced a decimal point in the code.
I just went nuts. I was just like every contract.
Panda says, he says, I like this loophole. I'm all in.
Yeah. Hey, just remember, guys, don't bet the farm. Don't,
Right.
Don't
Don't do
mortgage
it.
the house.
Nobody
Yeah.
goes full
Don't max out the
Ponzi.
credit cards.
Well, maybe it's not. Maybe they're trying. Maybe they're actually trying. I don't know. It's such a struggle, and obviously I have, a lot of money in there. So
Panda says, a la Hex.
Yeah. Your blood pressure's
That-
probably a little
that
bit
was
higher
a good
than
one.
the
Just
stars,
slip that in
too.
Look at this. We go from freaking out about our GPU overheating to whether or not I'm making 15%.
On the daily.
Well, honestly,
I mean-
I believe that all roads lead to trading on some level, man. And you see it with Michael Gu, right? Box mining. Like, sure,
Yeah.
he still does some of the mining content, but
Yeah.
man, he's always talking about price action and
Yeah,
investment moves.
he does. It's hard to get him to talk about mining. I nudge him every time I see him. I'm like, what about, how's that mining going? Huh? Come on, talk about it. You got a farm, I know it.
He does, Omar Bam too.
Yep.
Crypto's news. He's
Yeah.
got a little. I mean, he's got a little like a micro garden. Really, I don't think he has a big farm anymore.
Right.
But Michael Gu, he does, and I think he
Yeah.
consults a mid-scale operation too.
Uh-huh.
But he's done some stuff recently. I think in the last 6 weeks, he's published some content on one of the Mimble coins. I forget which one, but
Like,
yeah,
But it was interesting during the whole human malware virus thing that whenever it was breaking out over on in his country, that he switched gears, was doing all the coverage on there and actually learning some of his background through that too, and how he went to school to understand biology and actually make medicines for that stuff. I was like, oh wow, so you're like looking at this through like the medical eyes. You have my full attention, my man. I'm like, touche, I feel stupid.
So is anybody on Nexo? Is anybody staking on there?
I was looking at Nexo. I was looking between Nexo and Celsius. I figured those two were probably the safer because they're obviously getting their money from the loans
Right.
that they're putting out.
Yeah.
So
and they're
you
getting
can at
interest, and you're
You see where that money's coming from.
Well, not only
obviously.
that, but you whenever you're getting interest, like in a traditional bank, that interest gets paid out to their investors, and not the people who are actually saving money up over there.
Well, and Nexo makes you stake 10% in order to gain that type of reward of Nexo coin, and buying Nexo coin is a pain. I mean, it's
really.
It's horrible.
I've only like looked.
What if you bought up
into
the
it.
Crypto.com card though? I mean, bro. Stack rewards.
Yeah.
Back it up.
It's like
Arbitrage.
I know that's kind of why, right? And that's kind of why I leaned more towards Celsius, because they don't have a minimum. Like, I don't have to go, drop $200 to earn the rewards. I can go drop in like 5 Ethereum Classic, which is, if you're in my Patreon, literally, this is my experiment. I'm dropping in like 5 ETC and seeing what happens. Like, as a miner in a mining standpoint, if I'm gonna hold these coins anyway, if I'm sitting here if I'm long term holding these coins, I'm gonna experiment with 5 ETC, because if something happens, I don't want to lose a lot, So go in, try it as a miner, and be like, all right, well, here, I'm holding it anyway. I'm gonna hold it here, just find out what happens, and I don't need to go do $200. I want to show everybody that even if you have like a small GPU farm, and maybe all you mined is 5 ETC, and maybe you want to risk it all. You know what I mean? And get a little bit.
Oh, I risk it all.
Because it compounds.
I know it's
which is
compounding
nice.
daily.
Oh God. It's funny you talk
Celsius
about
compounds
compound, dude. It's like
every week you get a
you
payout.
farming.
And that's when it compounds in. Is every Monday.
But the day, if you do a compound calculator, daily, quarterly,
Right.
monthly, it's not that much. We're talking about a couple of bucks on 10 grand. So it's not. I wouldn't beat yourself up about that. But I mean, I'm on the Nexo too. I mean, I put it close to 10K in that, and it's paying out. I mean, I haven't tried to pull my money out, but it's in there.
That is the ultimate test, isn't it?
Can I take it back out? So
is it liquid enough to do that?
Right, that's almost going to be like the question of whenever Ethereum goes to ETH 2.0. It's like, oh yeah, I staked.
Well,
oh my
I did
God,
this
my
one
coin's stuck.
Oh no, it's on chain 2. How do I get it to chain 1?
Right, how do I get from chain 1 to chain 2? Oh God, there's no exchange for it.
I'm freaking out, man.
Can't cross chains. Crap. Stuff like Chuck. It's unfortunate.
I don't know. We got to revisit this, guys, because I mean, in my opinion, if Crypto.com goes as big as they will and drops, then that will probably be one of the biggest of all scams.
I don't know. We're due for a big one these days.
I mean, it's gonna be
where is the
That'd make
where's
20.
the
That'd
next,
make 2020 something else.
I mean, it'd be billions.
Where's the next BitConnect?
But it wouldn't be the
BitConnect
first
4.0.
Well, think more like Mt. Gox, though, right? I mean, like, Crypto.com would be the biggest bag holder, the biggest custodial bag holder, right?
Yes.
So, and it wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Yeah.
And they go down with a lot of information.
I always get worried,
Because you got a KYC and then you got a bank card.
Well, that's why I like the BitPay, because you can just throw it in there when you want to spend it. You don't have to hold it in there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Red Panda Mining says we need a Crypto.com follow-up. So
we do.
we definitely need a deep dive on this.
Can we wait 30 days so I can get a few grand out, please?
It's a strategic pump and dump.
Yeah. Throwing too much shade right now. We're bringing down the price.
Make sure that, at least I know before we air it.
That's so bad.
You all heard him. He said 30 days. It's your only warning.
Right.
Yeah, he's throwing shade on Hong Kong.
Look for crazy price action in 30 days, guys.
I mean, I'm halfway considering calling the FBI. I'm serious. Like, if it got me that easy with that much money, I'm like, I can't imagine how many other people are completely.
Oh, dude.
Like the guys who mortgaged their house back when BTC hit 20K.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
freaking dummies, man.
well, I was gonna go from the what is it, the jade card to the white card, and I was like, babe, I really want to do this, and she's like, are you? That's like
I mean, I think
Dude,
that
Jared,
only
you're
gets you
walking
like
out of that look.
that only gets you like the Airbnb extra discount, right?
Well, it was the Amazon, so I wrote up all the money, and I put it because I share Amazon, you know.
Okay.
So I was totaling it all up, 4%, right, and then everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, it pays it back.
Yeah.
But I'm like 20K. Like,
Have you tried to use it in an airport lounge yet? That's what I wanted to get. I wanted to stake
I'm
just
just-
500 so I can get the airport lounge.
I haven't tried it. Well, you know what they do though.
It's probably
what they
closed
do.
because of COVID anyway.
Oh yeah.
No, you go to the airport. You go to the airport. You show them your card. They swipe your card. They charge your card, and then they immediately send you the coin back, equivalent to what they charged you.
Oh, is that how they get it?
That's how I do it. They're just paying their coin, man. They're
Gotcha.
paying it forward.
Gotcha.
So
Magic internet money.
Magic for sure.
$10 million on a URL. That's a lot of money to spend on a URL.
Ugh.
But if you're gonna bring home billions and walk away and disappear into the sunset, they got me. I'm done, guys.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for those Mountain Gox guys to start selling off more of their BTC. Like, where's
Come
the
on,
more
1K.
dumps? More dumps.
Come on, 1K.
At least 3.2K. I got some buys down there.
That's a buys down there.
It's like that would.
I want to fill a couple bags down there.
If Bitcoin hit like $2,000, I mean, there's only certain regions that would profitably be able to mine in that.
Like one.
You'd have to be sub 1 cent.
Or just, oh man, sub 1 cent.
So is anybody else doing this with me, or am I all alone?
On
What?
what?
What are we doing?
With
Crypto.com.
Well, I already said that I was conducting an experiment. and
He's
trying to
doing it
make
too,
out-
yeah.
All right.
So the both of you are going to be the experimenters.
Have you contacted chat yet, or support?
No.
You should do that.
Or what you should say is you should try to do
Hold
that.
on, hold on. What should I ask them?
Literally anything.
Yeah. If they
I need some
respond.
financial advice. They're just like, yes.
Oh, what do you mean? You already staked for 6 months? I'm not talking to you.
You don't have any free money. Just keep on staking with a new contract. Thank you. Please come again.
Yeah. Yeah, without the new money coming in, you can't make the old guys still staking.
Well, I just want to know if we all get the same person or not. Like, is it?
He's got a really heavy Middle Eastern accent, and his name is George.
I mean, I just blew him up. I sent him screenshots, highlighted stuff, and I was like, "What is going on? This is my bank."
Be like, sir, please calm down.
Thank you for playing. Please come again.
Refresh.
Zbert,
Right?
Zbert says, ask support if they are a Ponzi.
Wait 30 days, guys, please.
Don't
more
draw
stake.
red flags yet.
More stake go around.
We're totally watching this.
Yeah, you're screwed
We're
regardless.
broadcasting live on the internet. Everybody's watching this.
Right. With all the government
Well,
agencies.
At least 500 people will watch.
Yeah, at least.
Oh,
Not
somebody's
financial
waiting on their
advice.
card. Zbert
There's
5
a-
is waiting on his card.
Yeah, so is Nefarious.
Oh no, guys, oh no.
No, it's too late.
I started a monster.
Well, it's all good until it's not good, right?
Well, that is true.
That
Also,
is- that
let's
is-
face-
Well,
I'm sure
listen.
lots of people made lots of money
let's
on
face it, this
Bitcoin.
is a grand experiment, and many of us
Yeah.
know not to bet the house.
Right.
right.
So if we get out.
Zebra says
We did
support
good.
support can't lie, right?
Just don't promote it like Trevon James, and we're all good.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm kind
He
of.
said, "Hey, it's my
Staking
free
for $6.
$50 for joining." I mean, you have to stake like $200 worth, like 200 USD basically, to even get
For 6
that.
months.
To even get that $50.
Yeah,
Right.
because the price of MCO went up, now you have to stake even more.
Shoot,
Cash.
for you, whenever I first signed up for it and got like my $50, my $50 is worth like $30 right now. And I was like, not worth $50 anymore, but I still didn't stake the 200.
Dude, I should have
because-
staked when I found crypto.com first. I mean, it was like sub a
Right,
dollar.
Yeah, oh, it was way
Yeah.
cheaper. It's cheaper now.
Dude, I had the app on my phone for like 2 months.
Well, you know, there's always that
Before
guy
I did anything
on your
with it.
shoulder being like, "You really want to do this right now?"
Yeah.
Like, do you think this is a wise move? I see the Bahamas in these CEOs'
Zebras
future.
Zebras
Somebody
that
buy a
bet
boat.
The house. Yeah, no. I just wasn't like on board. I was like, I gotta stake $200 worth of their coin to gain any reward.
I
So that
mean,
means you're pretty much giving them fiat, and they're
I-
keeping their coin in their possession.
I wasn't cool with that at that point.
So,
That's
yeah.
where I kind of
Kinda
drew my.
worries
That's
me.
where I kind of drew my line. I was like, cool rewards, yes, not worth having to give them $200.
Well, and you got to be careful because they only let you take out a certain amount at a time.
Yeah.
So if you want to go back to your bank, it has to be a minimum of 100. If you want to sell a coin or send a coin out of that wallet, it's got to be like minimum of $40. So I'm thinking, dude, when this crashes and it's like minimums of 1,000, all these
Oof.
people are going to be like, but, and be
They'll
like,
have to
well,
buy more in just to cash out.
Exactly. It's like this.
And
Maybe
that
they-
keeps the price afloat.
Kind of like a Ponzi.
Oh,
Wait,
really?
they created a
think
circle.
Oh.
you know what
Maybe
else
it'll be-
you know what else model I see doing that? Ethereum.
Maybe it'll be a Ponzi. It'll be a Ponzi in a Ponzi.
It'll be
Like
a
Inception.
donut hole in a donut hole.
It's a donutception.
But the hole itself is a hole.
Still a donut though. Still a donut, but
So-
there is definitely a hole.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where I drew my line. Was that I just can't. That buried entry for me is too high. I don't play that game.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
don't
sense,
know.
man. Seriously, if it's not something that's accessible to people who are able, who are going to join later for whatever reason.
Mhm.
So, I've got a teenager. He's not 18. I don't
Right.
want him doing anything like that. So, if
Yeah.
if the opportunity isn't available for him when he turns 18, then is it really a good opportunity?
Right.
Correct. Heard that. Heard that.
I got the automatic wallet too. I haven't actually dropped any money into it because I know you got to stake with their coin too. I feel like this is going to be the new thing. Nobody's going to mine anymore. Everybody's just going to stake. It's like they come out with their own wallet. They come out with their own coin. You must stake here, and then everybody's just fighting over who's paying the highest stake rewards.
That I
Mhm.
think that's
Yeah.
totally accurate. Then
Yeah.
the recent move in DeFi with yield farming, where it's like a step in that direction, but it's like more volatile and
Oh
more
god,
risky.
that is such a
That's crazy
bad,
stuff, dude.
bad stuff happens
Bad
there.
juju.
It's
But
like,
Yeah.
when the model moves towards staking, then everybody says like, oh, wait. But this is all smart contracts. So I can do
Right.
it better. I can do it faster. I
Right.
can ping it across more transactions.
right.
What if
Yeah.
what if we just repeat the history over and over again? What if Bitcoin never amounts to anything but a repeat of scams every day?
Dude.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Sorry, I had to go there.
The good old days.
Yeah, give me back some, some ICOs.
Oh,
Living in the moment.
ICO.
Come on, for every 10 that wrecked you, one of them made out okay.
for at least a
You
week
hope.
or two.
For at least a while, yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, even Bitcoin private had its day.
That's right, it sure did. It had a nice big run up.
Somebody say Bitcoin private, pouring out.
Right.
Pulling out. Pulling out for the old boys.
Right. Hey, I still got 50 of those coins on that dead chain.
Yeah, right. So do all the devs that worked for free.
Yeah.
Poor guys.
Man.
Well, they had nobody left once the lead dev hopper. I guess I forget what the guy's name was, but he like spooled up like a bunch of ICOs and stuff like that. He had like 30 different projects rolling, and he was just. And while he was working on Bitcoin Private, he was already promoting his next coin.
Wall hopping.
Oh
too.
yeah.
I mean, if that's a skill you have, right? Like mining with your brain, mining with your mind.
Yeah.
Do you?
And then I remember watching the ASICs come onto that onto Equihash, the GPU home. I remember that.
we were when all the GPUs were safe on that.
Shut him down.
Right.
You know, that kind of, sorry for the tangent there, but speaking of Equihash coins, what do you guys think of Zcash and their Light wallet doing Z transactions and doing them by default? What does that do to Arrow and Pirate?
So, I actually kind of like this because of the fact that it does it by default. Gives you like the utmost control by default. What does it do for Pirate and everybody else? Kinda sucks for them in a sense because they were already, they're doing stuff like that already, but they don't have the name and the hype, basically.
Well, the market cap, man.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah. So I don't know. I hope it doesn't hurt them, but it's definitely a great thing to see for Zcash, in my opinion. I like it.
May the most efficient person win.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you got 3 teams working out a similar project, it's like Highlander. There can only be one.
One to rule them all.
You just don't
Yeah, it's
want
true.
you just don't want them to be conglomerates like Walmart and have 50 departments all in one and are running them separately, so they're independent businesses with inside of Walmart.
Well,
Hey.
I'm gonna say
I'm giving out
Hold on,
trademark
hold on.
secrets. Sorry.
Nefarious Technology just said, I broke out an old VM and found my BitConnect wallet still able to stake.
Wow. So somebody's still holding up that network. Somebody.
Hey, yeah.
There's at least one node running. I wonder if it's
That's so
Trevon
cool.
James.
Maybe they put a node on the Ethereum blockchain.
he's got a node like tattooed onto his skin. It's fully analog, tattooed onto his back somewhere. Like, somehow it runs offline.
No, his tattoo was Skycoin.
It will
No,
never die.
that's John McAfee.
That's
Oh,
me.
yeah, sorry.
Red Panda says, but yeah, like what Seth said, trading must be happening in the background with Crypto.com. Conspiracy by me is they are doing major arbitration, wash trading, margin manipulation, just to keep afloat.
Well, they got the funds, man. They've got the funds to make
Yeah,
markets.
They do. They really do.
Hey, man,
And they got the advertising power. They got the foothold there.
It's always if you got enough cash to move the market.
Come buy
then
Bitcoin
you're good
for,
to go.
for no fees. No fees with your credit card.
That is tempting, man.
Right?
So
It's-
buy
it's
it up and
inherently evil.
put it in your hardware wallet.
You
Yeah,
gotta,
but then they
you're
got
like,
you.
"Oh, I
The
gotta
feds
go
have
to
got you.
It's like you either get the choice, you get to go
Well,
to
if you
Coinbase
stake, yeah.
or you go to Crypto.com with no fees or Coinbase.
So I'm wondering though.
Which
with
everyone
Crypto.com,
knows about Coinbase.
Well, has
They are
Coinbase have they
expensive.
been blacklisting people for tumbling at all? It's
Yeah, I've heard of them blacklisting people.
Well,
Bittrex, right?
They
Yes.
blacklist you if you go to certain websites with it, yes. But they're just gonna give you the warning and say don't do it again.
But they don't want the what is it, the dark web coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. Coin taint. Like they actually call it coin taint.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm not trying to be dirty here, guys.
Dirty coins.
It's
That's
not
how
a
porn
part
stars
on the
get paid,
coin that you're not allowed to. It's not the part on the coin you have to blur out when you get
Oh,
close up.
jeez. Yeah. Need a
It's,
sensor bar like right here.
But that's what it's called, right? Like
Tainted
if it's
coins.
been used, yeah.
Tainted
in
coins.
something
Oh,
else.
Nefarious Fool says, what about Tezos? Because this is in the same boat. They got so much money, they can do whatever they want.
Yes.
I'm actually staking Tezos on Crypto.com and Coinbase.
Yeah, me too.
So, great. We're all screwed. All right. Next subject.
Serpent says, Jared, did you buy MCO directly from the app or acquire it through a different means?
Bro, I dropped my money there. I just went crazy.
In the
All
app.
right.
They
The
take
acquired
credit
through
cards,
other means.
man.
Well, we were running out of time.
Yeah,
It
Zebra.
was,
Yeah, he says, how about the 50% off promos
Right.
with the coins and exchanges? Yes, dude.
it's crazy.
That's,
I mean, it's every
that's
other
the
week.
big get.
There's a
right
new
there.
promo. Yeah, there's a wallet coin one going on right now. $6,500 in Walton coin if you give us $1,000. I mean, look
always
at
that.
it.
There's always that.
Go to the
info.
bottom here. You can see them all. Crypt, dude got.
Yep.
No,
We
stay
got-
away from it. We know you're nostalgic for Walton Shane.
There it is.
Walton Shane,
I
yeah.
want it. I want it, guys. Well, they did their fees are 3.5% for using your bank or your card or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god,
Right.
this is horrible. And I saw that it was ending on June 30th, and I was like, I got to get in, so I kept buying, and then they extended another 3 months. I'm like, scam, gotta be scam now. Why would they do that?
to get you to buy more.
Serpent says he's staking Tezos through his ledger. Nice.
How much is he getting?
That's hot.
Yeah. Curious. What's the difference between Crypto.com and Coinbase?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot, yeah.
Crypto.com winning
Of
by a
course.
lot.
Yeah.
Everybody, yeah,
On
6%.
everything?
I mean, you can get freaking, if you're staking more than 500 MCO, you can get like 7% on your Litecoin too.
Yeah, I got that. Stupid, dude. Yeah, and they're paying it out. See?
As long as it's over 500 MCO you're staking at the time,
Right.
you get all those higher
Yeah,
percentage.
cryptid use. I mean, I like that idea a lot better though. Staking on your treasure, you hold. Those are your coins. You hold
Right.
that key.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, that definitely a safer way to go.
That
about
falls into our not your keys, not your crypto.
Yeah, that is a for sure statement.
Anybody know Chico Crypto channel? Chico Crypto? Anybody
Yeah,
watch it?
Yeah, I know it. I don't watch it.
I don't
No.
watch it.
Oh, okay.
What did I miss?
not me.
My cord decided to unplug itself.
Do you watch Chico Crypto?
What's your
Yes.
plan B, Brian?
He's
Oh, there you go.
a little bit.
There you go. He watches Chico Crypto.
Yeah, he's an interesting crypto
Percentage of rewards,
conspiracy
baby.
theorist.
Oh, he's got connections, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The stuff that he the links that he's putting together, it's like
Yep. Yeah,
you got somebody feeding you some
Yep.
juicy
Absolutely.
frippin' tidbits.
What you talking about?
Because like there's no way that like they're like he's like right on. I mean, either that he's like an underdog of all journalists.
No way. Yeah, and he does it every week.
Yeah.
If he did like one of these once a month where it just blew your mind, nah, he's doing them every week, and I'm like, yeah, no, he's in tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. So okay, Sonia's asked this question like 5 times, but every time like he asks it, it's like we're deep in a conversation. He says, any help on the nice hash lightning node before y'all go? I mean, he says I want to a
He says,
node.
I'm really wanting to know how it works, and I've asked other YouTubers this question and nothing.
Well, I don't know if you're asking how it's working. That's what you want to know. I mean, they're basically using there's exchanges that for Lightning, and they're just, I mean, they are an exchange basically. That there's a huge exchange of actual coins and hash rate.
Yep.
And there are other sites that you can actually just convert Lightning to Bitcoin, just convert it back to Bitcoin. Of course, that fees yada yada yada. But they're trying just to aim at being faster. Granted, everybody seems to be going to Lightning, but what was it, like a month ago? There was a huge article about Lightning's actually corrupted. Like it's not good. And I mean it serves its purpose for what it does. It does send things extremely fast. Yes, for extremely cheap. But it's still
But you can
a
sit
different
there-
chain. It's not Bitcoin. Don't
Right.
ever like get it confused. Like Bitcoin and Lightning are not the same thing. They're nowhere near the same thing. Really, Bitcoin's like the only thing that really works with Lightning, but they're not the same.
And you can sit there and
thing.
DDoS attack the nodes. And
Yeah,
that's a big security vulnerability, and it'll hit multiple nodes as they're DDoSing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
yeah, and especially because they all connect to one node. So like if you set up a node and everybody's connecting to your Lightning node, you're all connected to that one node. So I mean, that one node gets hit.
That's what happened to the
Everybody
Apple.
else is getting hit too on that same node.
That's what happened to the
So-
Apple Cloud during the fappening. They forgot to turn off that. If you missed through your password a couple times, gotta lock you out.
Yeah.
Holy
So-
crap! Serpent's taking 5 to 6% on his
Wow.
ledger.
That's
Wow.
nice.
Nice.
That's
He
super
says He
sweet.
gets to choose his validator rather than Coinbase or Exchange.
Does it support
That's
other
really
hardware
nice.
wallets, or is it just Ledger?
Yeah, so is that going through Ledger Live, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's pretty much how you're utilizing that stuff now.
I mean, you can use Ledger for other purposes than Ledger Live.
Yeah,
so
it's your password at that point.
I should know if they were using it for their actual wallet. Because I know it's how Aeon, you can stake with Aeon through your Ledger, and it's through their wallet in your Ledger. So that's why that's just why I asked. You're
As
welcome,
long-
Sonia. I don't know if that answers your question.
As long as you can unplug it and it's offline. that's
Anybody
all I
else
care
want
about.
to chime in on that? Seth, do you have any word about the Lightning?
A little bit. Lightning nodes they take they take a little bit more setup than other nodes that you'd be running. You have to fund them also. You can participate in somebody else's, but it is. I mean, I think you summed it up really nicely. It's a separate coin network essentially. You can view it as a separate coin network, not really as a Bitcoin proper. And what is it? Andreas Antonopoulos has talked about Lightning as though it may function at some point in the future as sort of like a de facto DEX, almost like performing atomic swaps on the Lightning network. But
Yeah, if you
That's-
get other
that's so
coins to
far
even
off.
support it.
yeah, that's so far in the future.
I mean, you got Beam that's already implemented in atomic swaps on across chains. There is no need for Lightning for that if you can do it on Beam on chain.
Right.
Uh,
Well,
And then if
Komodo
if there's Litecoins that implement that into it, I mean, it's only a matter of time before you see in the next 5 to 10 years you'll see Bitcoin doing that, crossing chains through their wallet. It'll happen.
yeah, I think Blockstream.
It's got to work its way up. Oh yeah.
They're interested in seeing
Oh, yeah.
the Lightning network be the way that happens over the next 5 to 10 years. They've got a long game, and that's their funding model, right? Like it's going to be hard to get them to. It's going to be hard to get anybody at Blockstream to agree that Bitcoin is okay as is when they're paid not to believe that.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I mean, granted, NiceHash just said that they're going it because they see increased in fees, which is true. Their fees have gone up, so I see how they're trying to cut down fees on their customers. But does it really cut down fees for you? Because you have to, you're crossing chains completely.
Yeah, that's
You
weird.
you're crossing multiple chains, and not easily either. You're crossing multiple chains through like different exchanges, not even just chains. You're going through different exchanges. You're mining multiple different coins. They're just selling your hash rate for Bitcoin. So I don't see how it really saves you fees. Yes, you would get your Bitcoin a lot faster.
Yeah.
I gotta give you that. But they're still giving it to you in Lightning, not Bitcoin. So you're gonna have to go to a third-party exchange to exchange that. If I'm reading it correctly. If I'm reading it correctly, Like
Right.
they're giving it to you in Lightning. So you got to go somewhere else to get rid of Lightning. And Lightning is not widely like accepted everywhere. And you're gonna have to go to a third-party exchange to do that. There is one that I know of that actually doesn't require you to log in to exchange your Lightning for Bitcoin, but still, you got to go do that. And there's gonna
Is that how you're doing your Bitcoin bounty hunter rewards?
Yeah, I'm a Bitcoin bounty hunter, because that's all on Lightning Chain. But there's only you got to get it off chain eventually. But there is a fee for that, of course, because they got to get paid too.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to get all custodial, just give all your crypto to your bank.
Right. They're getting in the game. They're coming for it.
Yeah,
Nah,
dude,
man, this is
they will not get my Bitcoin. I'm
Yeah, no
sorry.
thanks.
That defeats the purpose.
No,
This
you
is
know
like
what
that-
that does?
Like 110%.
You know what that? I mean, for us, we're looking at it from the
We've already been in the space.
taking control of
Yeah.
our own futures. But for somebody like my father, who like,
Yeah.
you still into Bitcoin? How's it doing? I'm
Bitcoins.
Up. I'm
There's some
up.
coins.
I'm up. I'm up. I'm looking at getting some mining hardware. I'm up. And he's like, you should sell while you're ahead now. Because it's gonna crash.
and then it pumps, and then it crashes.
I'm like, Dad, you've been saying this to me for 3 years.
I mean, we're going in 11 years on the blockchain,
But for somebody like him to see a bank actually accepting Bitcoin and willing to hold it, that's to him FDIC insured.
That's a bunch of smoke and mirrors.
It is. But at the same time, it gives
Now all of a
it
sudden
gives
he's
the
convinced.
right. It gives the boomers
Yeah.
like this weird confidence.
It's a false sense of security for sure. It's like using Robinhood. I'm like, good luck with that if you ever go down.
Yeah, there have been some other companies that will do custodial crypto holding for you. Like there's one Equity Trust. All they do is
The
living
trust,
trusts
the
and-
truster can do that, but they actually they have like something about like how much they can have in physical assets that they control.
Sure. What I mean to say is that there are organizations that already set up retirement vehicles, things like Roth IRAs,
Yeah.
and they do all the other custodial investment vehicles for people. And there are a select few that have already worked with Grayscale to be able to be to list themselves as custodians for your crypto. So banks getting into it now is like, all right, well, cool. It's been around though. Like for anybody that wanted to do it the old school way, and for the boomers that are like, well, I just want to give like a slip of paper to a teller who's wearing a little like green hat, right, and his sleeves rolled up.
They just want some of that
and he knows
paper
that.
action.
That's been available, right? Like that's not new per se, but I mean, like you're saying, with the banks getting into it now, dude, this is the poison pill. Like if anything can kill crypto, this is the poison
banks,
pill that kills
the banks will do it. Drive it right into the ground. And like, people just stop.
Right.
Nice. Okay.
But if they're accepting the Bitcoin, all they can do is like call trading on that, and basically either they lose the Bitcoin themselves because they can't do their normal fractional reserve lending off of it.
Or they just spend it like they do your cash and don't have it. So
That's part of that fractional reserve. That's part of that fractional reserve lending that
Guys.
they do.
Guys, they're gonna go to crypto.com and buy it up there.
you're gonna take all your crypto and stake it in crypto.com.
That's like a millisecond blur on the printing machine, though, man.
When you're printing
Oh,
trillions,
yeah.
I mean, what's a couple 100,000 in crypto, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But
Sonia Neer asks, I need an account that will allow me to buy crypto. Any suggestions? What are your guys' favorite places to purchase crypto?
Yeah, because he says that he has Coinbase Pro and whatever in Coinbase, obviously, but
Yeah,
his
but
account
Coinbase
will
takes
not
an enormous
allow.
fee.
He says, but Coinbase won't allow him to purchase crypto.
No, there's no fees in Coinbase Pro.
With his card. He can't buy with his card
Well, that's
anymore.
because your bank doesn't let you. It's not
Yeah.
because of Coinbase. It's because of your bank.
Yeah.
So talk to your
Sometime-
banking institution.
Yeah, sometimes
Get another bank, yeah.
Banks, either the bank itself like saw a weird charge
Go
go in there.
Go get a prepaid card, man. Go get a prepaid card and slow
Yeah.
your prepaid card up. That's just what you should do.
Yeah, totally.
And if you go to Coinbase Pro and you deposit money in, and then you do a market trade, and then you put it back into your Coinbase, you can avoid all those fees.
Yeah, no
Nice.
fees.
Yep.
It takes a week, but if you don't want fees, you gotta not pay for convenience.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a slow money game.
The other thing is, I would look into credit unions instead of actual banks.
Yeah,
'Cause,
local
credit
banks.
unions. Credit unions are really good about trying to appeal to their customer base because they have a smaller customer base. So you give them a call if they're not letting you purchase, and they'll usually make an exception and allow you to.
Yeah, I mean, I have Navy Fed, and in my bank, I don't have dollars. I have shares, so I'm serious.
That's weird.
That's the way they roll.
Yeah, I have Navy Fed and I have First Californian. They're both credit unions.
Yeah. But Navy Fed's awesome.
Just don't get a loan with a credit union because they can legit come after you because it's not something they can write off.
Yeah.
True.
Trust me, I tried that once.
They're like, sir, we're taking everything.
They did. They're like, the cops are coming in. They're gonna evaluate everything. I was like, dude, there's nothing left. And they're like, well, do you have a car? I was like, yeah. Well, they weren't taking it. And I was like, then how can I get to work?
Jeez.
They were serious.
They don't care.
I'm like,
man.
you had
And
a
they were
business,
like,
you
figure
should
it out.
understand. You should understand it, but our clients are getting paid through your loan interest payments, and you're not making your interest payments. You're not even making payments. So we gotta come after you because they can't get paid.
Just blame COVID.
So,
No,
That seems to be the card everyone's playing these days.
I mean, on that note, if there's any bank, even credit union that's FDIC insured per account, and the Fed is printing money left and right,
Well,
is it that bad a card to play? When it's like the taxes issue too, right? Like, why are we paying taxes?
Yeah.
They just outprinted all of our tax money.
I
Yeah.
tell my family members all this all the time. I'm like, so if you had a money printing machine that you let run all the time, and you collected tax money from that money machine, why would people need to pay taxes anyway? You just print more money.
and a lot of
It makes
people
no sense whatsoever.
and a lot of people bring up that whole thing of FDIC insurance. It's like, oh yeah, my money's secure and safe. I have that
Sure,
warm,
sure.
fuzzy feeling. My fuzzy feeling is full. It's like you don't realize you
Full
didn't
of
like
shit.
you didn't like see through the veil and like look at what the insurance policy is for, and then look at all the money they hold, or they supposedly hold. If they decided that we're gonna shut down because we just hyperinflated the hell out of our money, there's only about 10% of FDIC insurance can actually cover all the banks. So all the stuff that you think you got in there, they claim that 10%'s covered basically through their insurance at the end of the day.
Well, it's
So,
This is
and that
different
means
there,
only
Nick Diesel.
10% at the top are going to get their money out when their banking system collapses.
It's a fine line. He says if Trump wins, the dollar will tank because he keeps printing money.
It's not him.
He's not.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't
do with
print
reserve.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
We covered that
Yeah.
last week.
Fed Reserve.
No matter who's president, the Fed will keep printing money.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Fed is not a government institution, guys.
It's a
Right.
private
Some reason-
institution.
It's a
Rectamundo.
private entity.
That's the problem we're having.
It's-
It's because it's private.
The Federal Reserve is central banking, okay? Central banking is communistic.
Hey guys, I actually gotta take off because I agreed to do overtime. I gotta show up early at like 3 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So
Oh, ouch.
Hey, DigiGold, like mind your biz. Thank you for being here, guys. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe, join the Discord, and get some merch off of Doge Lord.
Yeah, how do I super chat you guys? I don't see the button.
We don't have it enabled.
We have to turn it on. We have to turn it on.
We got 1,000 subs, but didn't enable it because we
Okay, that's
kind of
fine.
lived. We kind of lived that fine line of they'll take it away anyway.
Yeah, we probably won't get monetized until we actually clean up the language, and even then, I don't think we want to truly get monetized because we don't want those freaking Ponzi scheme send me 1 ETH and I'll send you 20
Yeah,
ETH.
I don't want people
Okay,
to
I
watch
mean,
that.
videos.
They take 30% anyways. So.
So,
Right.
You can send it
Hey,
with your
guys.
Crypto.com card.
Okay, here.
have a good one. It was great hanging out with you all.
Beta Chris.
Awesome.
Later, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all a bunch of weird stuff.
But like I was saying, it's like that whole FDIC insurance is the banking's Ponzi scheme. That insurance that they keep these banks keep on pulling, it's what's screwing them. I mean, the 2008 housing crisis wasn't 19% of the people defaulted on their home loans because they were not even qualified for this $500,000 house that they only made $35,000 a
Yeah,
year
right.
for. We gave them the first time home buyers credit. It
Thanks,
was
Bill Clinton.
amazing. And so they started sitting there and leveraging these loans. They basically built up a bubble in the market, and then the insurance companies are like, "Oh, we see the Ponzi scheme. We need to get in on this." So they walked up to him, "Hey, if it drops, we got you. We'll insure every dollar that you guys have, overextended yourselves on." And they're like, "All right, cool." Banks are like, "Yo, we lose, we win. We win, we win. Win-win. Cool. We're down."
I'll mismanage your funds so bad I gotta get money from the government.
Right.
And guess what? You're still dumb enough to keep your money in my bank.
Well, that's what scares me about this time that's going on right now, because we know that they have all the money and they can control all the money, so they have all the money. So what else do they want? Well, they want power. So now I'm like looking at this stuff going on now, and I'm thinking with these vaccines, I'm like, oh crap, they got the money, so now they can have the power, so they can do what they want. It's like.
You guys comfortable with that red pill? You guys comfortable with that rabbit hole?
Swallow it down.
I'm loving where Jared's going with this.
It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they went even further to where they don't even have to have a repo market. If anybody ever even understands the repo market, which is that the banks had to have so much money in their vault by midnight every business night. They took away the need for them holding any kind of currency. Anything. So now they are printing faster than the Fed can print.
Well, and now they're going to start buying actual stocks of private companies.
Yes. They're going to be
a private institution that looks like the government, but it's not, but supposedly controlled by the government, will then be owning companies, but it's not.
But it's not.
But but they took it to the next level, though. If you want to follow that rabbit hole a little further, they allowed them to take on junk bonds.
Yes. Yep.
Which means that's
what they're buying first. They're not even buying AAAs
Oh my god, dude! It's like
they're buying the junks before they buy the AAAs.
Because the junks were B.
What about the zombie companies?
Oh god, yeah, like
they're
Boeing, like Boeing.
Yeah. And I mean that doesn't even bring into account now the stimulus packages along with PPP. So now the fine print of the PPP. Now you want to go like they want to scoop it all up, right? At every single level. So when you sign the dotted line to get that paycheck protection, you can be a pop-up company, mom and pop. You can be a food truck. Doesn't even matter. There was that dude in Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say,
barbecue place.
Yes.
Yeah. You can be anybody though. You could be getting $25,000. The fine print on that is that if you default or if you try to sell off any assets from your business, they own you.
Yeah.
They want to control all the means of production. All of it.
Gotta read that fine print, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm just honestly, I'm just scared of the vaccines. I mean, we'll
have
already determined
Bill and Melinda Gates on that one, and it's like that he called it years ago. Whenever he started up the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, going, look, I can make a 2x return on my money in the tech sector. But if we get something major going on in the medical industry, I can 20x my returns.
Yeah, but think about it. It's not even the money anymore because they have it. It's the power and the thought of control. When you already have the money,
and he's
you need
a
the power.
globalist. And he's a globalist. On
So
top
it's
of
like
it.
I'm just like, this is insane. How have we fallen so far in our society that we just mindlessly let them do this to us? And it's like,
Because we let the corporations get too big.
I don't know.
Like
That's part of it, but I think there's another facet to it, man. There's
Perfect
also
example.
there's a lot of the American spirit is like it's dull, it's weak, right? Like
It's millennial.
Well, yeah, people. It's laconic, right? It's limp wristed and
They're
skinny
like, I don't
jeans.
care if they're watching me 24 hours a day. What do I care? You know,
I got nothing to hide.
that's not the point, Karen.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but beyond that, like data privacy. So even just things like personal individual sovereignty, man. Like how many people today, if they were abused in the street by cops, would actually resist in a meaningful way? And we're getting a little bit of an answer to that. I think it's misplaced right now with some of the stuff that's happening by way of people demonstrating. But if it got more serious than that, like Jared's saying, if it's about the control and then push comes to shove, right? Instead of we're asking nicely and you should take this vaccine or whatever it is we're going to try to tell you to do, and they start making it mandatory and they want to start trying to like take you out of your homes. But would people
Separate
today even
you
know
from
how to
your
resist?
children. Yeah,
I don't think
all
they
that shit.
Well, you have to make that decision now. You cannot make the decision when the vaccine comes out. It's too late. Your mind, you won't logically think through the process and the steps like you were talking about when you evaluate certain entities. You've got to decide right now. You got to talk to your wife, kids, family, whatever, and figure out what are you going to do. Where do you draw the line? Do you give them your fingerprint? Do you give them your blood? Do you let them inject you? Where do you draw your personal line? That's different for everybody, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Yeah, no
for
needles,
you, but,
no
like,
spit, no fluids.
I mean,
Can't have my DNA. Fucking.
yeah, but and I don't think they're necessarily going to mandate it. I think what they're going to do is make it so difficult to live life that you'll want it.
Yeah, they're gonna be
They
like,
don't have to mandate
you
it.
can't
They
get
can
on
just
this
make you
plane unless
miserable.
you've had this
Right.
tattoo or something.
Yep.
No,
You
that's
can't cross
true.
state line.
Yeah.
That's right now already the financial duress that so many families are experiencing. It's like, hey, good news in November or December, whatever.
Yeah.
We're opening up bread lines, but you can only get food if you.
Oh
if you're
man,
vaccinated.
hello 1929, right?
Yeah,
No, I got
dude,
my-
we're never that far away.
Got my,
We're never that
my
far away
packet
from
for
bread lines.
my bread and butter, you know.
Yeah, it's bread lines with a vaccine shot. You know, it's like.
So what are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do?
We should all get that Crypto.com card. That's the foregone conclusion.
The platinum one.
Go all in.
All in.
We gotta take the pill. I'm gonna buy the house then, right? You break the rule.
I
Never
don't
bet the
know.
house. If this is that's the option.
Your first
Bet
I mean,
the
are
house.
you gonna give up your job for the vaccine?
Well,
They're
I
gonna
don't
sacrifice your
even have a
family.
job, so I'm good at this point.
Brian's
They
already
already
living
took
COVID
it
life,
from
yeah.
right.
And that's a bit of the issue that they're going to run into is that the gig economy and freelance life, dude. I haven't had like a job since like 2014.
Yeah, all my shit
Like
is 1099 contract.
Wow, everybody's jumping on this card thing. What the flip? Get off! Stop! Rewatch what we just said.
This is a scam. We're not trying to tell you to go get it.
They were talking about it. That means it's good. They're talking about it. Let's
Right.
go. Let's go.
To the moon, he pulls out the spacesuit.
What did they say about it? I don't know, but they're talking about it.
We also said 30 days.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
wait.
30 days. Wait 30 days. Not financial advice, guys. Not financial
So
advice.
Red Panda's going full prepper in the comments.
Yep. Freeze
Got-
red food already. Yep.
Like that mesh networks. I mean, rip
Dude,
our
yes.
friends to the north, Canada, because you guys don't get the pack. You don't get the Second Amendment privileges
Well,
like we do.
Well,
Yeah.
weren't they
Sorry for
able
y'all.
to transfer crypto over radio waves? But
Yeah.
in order to get confirmated, it had to actually hit the internet. I think
Yeah.
someone
I was
tried that,
actually
like, a while
I was
back.
actually looking at mobile Wi-Fi routers. You know, you mentioned network concept the other day. because I fell down a small hole, which I don't know if anybody.
Was it a Mysterium hole?
I'm ready.
But it's okay. 127 hours later, what happened?
So it was the McAfee project that he's working on, with the eSIM project. Having complete private mobile network with the eSIM. Now I've been hunting, trying to find
Looking for the flaws, yeah.
that,
Me
but
too.
also trying to find like a mobile hotspot router that takes eSIM.
eSIM. There isn't any.
There is one. And
Yeah, it's probably
in
like
China, and
$4,
it's
yeah.
made by Huawei, and I will not buy that. I will not touch that.
Yeah,
That's
the
bad
eSIM.
news.
I haven't looked at that
But-
very closely.
But in
So
that
apologies for the
regard,
interruption.
No, you're good. It's
But,
interesting.
What is I mean, basically it's just a bulk white
it's
label SIM
embedded-
card, right? That he
it's
bought like
embedded.
any other MVNO would buy.
It's embedded SIM. It's embedded in.
Yeah, no,
into-
eSIM is like all run on a software.
Yeah, it's all run
You
software.
don't,
but
you don't
the
even need a SIM
chip
card in the phone.
It's technically it's embedded into the board. Technically, if you want to get really.
They were actually talking about having actual Ghost SIM cards
Mhm.
in like October, November.
Yeah, the end of the year. Yeah.
And those
But
will be the
on an eSIM level, that's really interesting because it takes away the SIM swapping attempts because you have to go hardware level
to get it, yeah.
to swap an eSIM.
You can't
Like
just hack
you
the
gotta
software.
physically be touching that device to get into it, and like taking it apart, like that's way more work than someone's gonna want to put in.
I'm gonna wait for the Pine phone that does eSIM.
Dude, yes, I was actually talking with him, and I was like, dude, like, because
Yeah, come
actually,
on,
I
Python.
don't know if anybody else seen they responded. So next month, the developer of PinePhone is actually going to come on the show.
Nice.
And
Yo.
we're gonna sit there and talk about it. And
Shake
I
their
want to,
hands and
I want
congratulate the good
to, I
stuff.
want to dig way into that because it's awesome. You know what I mean? I'm all about hardware level. Hardware level to turn things off because you can say my Bluetooth is off, but is it really off? Probably
mean,
not.
I always tell people
Probably
phones by
never.
design now, you can't take the battery out. It's
No,
impossible.
you can't.
They lock that shit down because they want
they
to be
didn't
able to
lock
turn
it
it on
down.
whenever
They
they want.
glued it in.
Not just locked down, glued.
Even if you get the back of the phone off, the thing's glued down into place. You're not getting it
Right.
out.
Thank you, Apple overlords, for
Hey,
showing the
yeah,
rest of
right.
the market.
I worked for Apple, and when
I'm
we would
sorry.
take those batteries out and we would break a little tab, we'd be like, new phone, next.
Yeah.
New phone.
We didn't even care. We
I mean-
never
Do that.
bothered getting those batteries out. We
I
just
mean-
one little pull.
Was it-
What? Since you worked for Apple, what's with if
I
Apple
know,
does
Panda.
a board repair that you no longer have any memory left? Everything you had on the PC is wiped off, or no, your phones. It was the phones. The phones are automatically wiped. Is that why? Because you're like, oh, broke this. Next.
From a monetary reason, I would say they want you to be on iCloud so that you are always backed up and you never have to come crying
Yeah.
to us saying that I lost all my childhood photos.
Yeah. Because
Honestly.
I follow a lot of Louis
We-
Rothman, who
They used
does
to
the he does a lot of the Apple board repairs, but he's also about the
Yeah.
he fights for the right to repair.
No, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it's
Love that
like
guy.
I love that guy, dude. He rants about.
I
Apple.
watched
He's
his
like,
I watched his Pine phone video he did the other day.
Oh.
He goes, "We got this Pine phone," and he starts singing the whole time. I was like, "I love this guy, dude."
Bye, phone.
I couldn't quit it the whole thing. Dude, UB ports, which is Ubuntu Touch, Ubuntu ports. They were sitting there in the comment section, dude. They were like, "Please don't do that." No, and I was like, "Oh, dude." He's like, they're about to have a heart attack in chat, and he didn't realize who they were at first until he realized that it was Ubuntu, and he goes, "Oh." I was like, now you realize why they're freaking out in the chat like 30
Busted.
minutes ago. They're like, "Don't do it." It's too late. Did it. Oh well. Here we go. We're along for the ride now. We started soldering the wires to the battery
to charge it.
I was like, oh boy. Here we go.
Good, very interesting right now.
You got me, man. You got me. I'm waiting for this thing to either explode or
Right.
be successful.
Like,
You're
oh
just
my
kind of
God.
soldering an inline fuse, you'd be all right.
He's like,
No, he just needs to put an
real
apple.
careful with
He
these
needs to
solders.
put
You
an
see, like, the
apple
plastic
fuse.
melting around the battery. I was like, oh god, here we go. It's gonna explode.
Zap. Yeah, you can't put the smoke back in once it comes out.
Right.
No, you can't.
But yeah, it's like I love Louis Rossman's like little rant. He's like, oh look, the backlight is not working on this MacBook Air. Let's check out the fuse for the backlight that never blows. He's like, no, this one is good. Why is this one dead? He flips up the cable for it. He's like, because Apple decided to put this connector at the bottom of the touchpad where Liquid can get to it. And Liquid touches this, and it takes the 12-volt rail and sends it to the 3-volt rail. And where does this 3-volt rail go? To the CPU. This MacBook is dead.
It committed suicide.
Be lucky if the wire didn't catch on fire before it burnt out.
It's like, oh my god, you see the 2 pins are just gone. You're like, wow.
Oh man, the best is when you see that guy who doesn't know how to install car stereos right. So he runs the power wire outside of the car around the door.
Oh yeah.
And then eventually the door will pinch it shut, and then you have a fire from where you pinched it all the way to the battery.
Oh yeah.
They're getting buzzed. I'll take a fire over getting buzzed by my car battery.
Man.
Oh god, I've seen trunk fires for that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because like they decided to route it where the back seat flips up and down. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Pivot points and power wires sounds like a good time to me.
Right. We're gonna run. 5, 6. It's 6,000 volt. Watts at 12 volts. What could go wrong?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
It's
Just make sure you leave some rags back there with some petroleum distillates on them.
Right. It's 190 amps. I mean, what could go wrong?
Those used motor oil rags in the back of the trunk.
Yeah.
With sitting right next to it in the same holder as your gallon of oil because your car leaks a little bit of oil because it's older.
Or you got a case of brake clean back there.
I remember getting pulled over for my
right
subwoofers.
on top of the gas tank.
I was one of those. I got pulled over for my subwoofers, and I see this car, and it took
I
9.
was one of those.
It took 9 of them to pull me over. 9 different squad cars to pull me over because they thought I was just like, oh, he's got a nice car. He's got subwoofers.
Nice
he must
sound
be a
system.
truck dealer.
Yeah.
It's
He has
like-
a
like,
pager,
oh,
and he's
God.
setting off car alarms. He's got to be
So-
a
You were assaulting their ears, sir.
Yeah,
You're
right.
assaulting their ears.
So there's they got me pulled off to the side. They're
Major
questioning
crime.
me, and I'm in. At the time I worked for GM, so I was in a Pontiac. That's GM. So I'm like, he's like, how can you afford that? And I'm like, sir, I work for GM. He's like, yeah. So I'm like, GM, I got great financing.
Great financing.
Just wait till they have the employee appreciation day. You get it for free.
It's like, oh my god! And so he's like looking at me, and I like look over, and I see the cop like reaching his hand into my trunk because I got the seat folded down. Not the wire's not routed by it, but so I got the thing sit down, lean forward. I see the cop reaching his hand in there. I've got a 400 amp cap cell in there. That's like
ooh, that's a big one.
400 farads.
Yeah, you don't want to be around
Power.
discharging that
It's
thing.
I looked over and I'm like, sir, could you get your guy? If he needs to get into my trunk, I'll open it up. But if you want to have him wake up in the next fucking county, you get his hand out of there. I said it
Get
just
his
like
hand out of
that. And you see, I'm like, what? He's reaching in by high voltage. He's going to die. You see the cop just, whoo, grabs the cop by his collar, yanks him out, clips his head on the roof of my Pontiac as he's yanking him out. Dude looked at him. He's like, no, you want to go in there? This guy will open it up. And they like looked at me. I'm like, yeah, you want to go in there? It's equipment. What else is supposed to be in there? I never put anything in the
Drugs,
trunk.
man, drugs.
Yeah, man. I don't
Kilos
know.
of cocaine.
Fourth Amendment. You give him an inch.
I know, right?
They'll take them out
Oh yeah.
in a heartbeat.
And after that, they felt really embarrassed, I think. They were like, just go.
I think you got off very lucky there, man, personally, because there are some cops that are like, they're happy to plan something. If you live in a state with civil asset forfeiture, right, they're happy to take something.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, what is this bag I just found that fell out of my pocket into your car? I don't know.
Right.
Whatever, man. Those fancy caps. They'll be like, hey, I need to take these for evidence.
Right. It's like, oh god, so
Yeah,
stupid.
those bolt in. You have tools. Gonna borrow those too? Yeah, you can get them at the station.
Yeah, no, they'll make you take it apart, and then they'll take it from you.
Well, and then they'll take your tools too, right? They'll be like, these are dangerous.
This could be easy. He can hit me with these. I'm taking these away.
All right, well,
Oh,
guys,
terrible.
hopefully in another 90 days from now, when I maybe have a.
Said 30.
You said 30.
You can't change it, man.
I just bought all the contracts today, guys.
Oh, jeez.
This is not
Well,
financial
so
advice.
3 months you might be able to skate by. Like, I don't know about the 6 month buy-in right now because, crypto winter and all, but we'll see.
That's right. See you in 30 days, Red Panda Mind says, because.
Dude, he's selling his farm right now just to
Yeah,
buy
he
it.
is. Oh no, it's all over. He's buying it.
Seriously?
No, not seriously.
No.
Big LOLs in the chat. For
It's staking for the win, right?
I was gonna say. I mean, I know he just had the baby, so I don't know what's going on in Red's life. So.
Right. Might have gotten kicked out of the mining room.
That's where he's
You gotta
sleeping tonight.
Right.
You gotta sleep out of the mining room.
Well, it was
Alright.
hard. It was hard telling the wife because I tell her about the finances, and I just said, I'm in a lot of different things, and I said, babe, I think I made a mistake. She's like, what? And I was like,
What?
I was like, yeah, that card we use to buy everything on, I think it's a Ponzi. And she's like, well, yeah, but how much did you put in? And I told her, and she was like, oh, yeah, that's not good. And I said, but if I can get out in time, we're gonna do really good.
Beat connect.
I love her. I love
Just
her
make sure to be the
response.
first one out.
Her initial response is, "Wait, I mean, you didn't put too much in, right?" No.
No, just enough to buy a car.
Yeah. Nice,
was-
nice
yeah.
down payment on a house. Don't worry.
Well, it was. But, all right. Well,
Cashback.
till next time.
Right, for sure.
Since I'm still alive, you know there will be one.
Right. So you heard it here. He'll be back in 30 days.
30 days we'll revisit this situation.
Hey, Walmart gave everybody off for Thanksgiving, so I know for sure that day. But I might have to work
Wow.
every day until then. But for sure that day.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you're gonna probably want to quit around Christmas time, I bet.
Salary has a different type of life, I'll tell you that.
No, you see, he's not in the trenches like that. That's lower
No,
level
I'm not.
stuff.
I delegate people to do that work. No, it's 100 degrees outside. No, you're sending those groceries out. I ain't touching
You
that.
want to do me a quick favor, real quick? I would really.
I know you're
appreciate
probably
that.
busy, but
No, honestly, the associates aren't the problem. It's the managers. It really is.
Do you walk around with your coffee mug saying, "Who wants to work
Oh
on
god,
site?"
so many managers are just absolutely incompetent. I mean,
I know, but I mean, I know we're not paying them enough. I mean, but like 18, 19 an hour, right? I mean, come on. Like, I feel like they should. I don't know.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
you're
straight up.
talking,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, cultural differences there, though, man, between any company that Wally World runs, right? So Sam's Club and Walmart, and then Costco, because you got every employee starting at that level over at Costco. Plus, they're giving them bennies day one, no
Yeah.
questions asked, even part timers, and then you go over to Walmart. So when I was in Austin, I did a lot of retail visits for all the greater Austin locations for both, and you could see a difference, man. The one manager that I met at a Walmart who I ever thought like, wow, this guy's got his stuff together, just freshly out of the service. I think he'd done Army like 6-8 years maybe, and so he was like stepped into management, but he was the most responsible person in the entire store.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's all depends on where you live too, because that kind of money doesn't fly for shit where I live.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of how my
That's
manager
true.
was at Pep Boys. I mean, just like out of all the managers that I've seen in my area, we were a super hub. We had like 8 times the inventory that everybody else had. Him and one other person had the store broken down in a couple of months, trying to meet a deadline that corporate said that nobody would ever be able to hit. They were expecting failure on the deadline. And he's like, that just sounds like a challenge. I can do it.
Yeah, that's right. Challenge accepted.
Right, I'm like, I can do this. And then
Hold my beer.
Then Pep Boys calls me back after furloughing me. And they were like, yeah, we'll bring you back, and then we'll give you a severance package, and then good luck. Yeah.
I told you all this at that one call. They're like,
Yeah,
hey, come.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we need you to come back, help shut down the store. We get there, we're like, what are we supposed to do? And I'm like looking at my, I'm like, you did everything already. He's like, yeah, they didn't believe me when I said I was ready.
I get the. I guess I get the money side. I guess it's just there's just more to like the dignity of the fact that
Nobody
if
has
you
pride.
really wanted something different, you can go and take your resume and say, you know, I led a team of 50 people daily that ran a $50 million department in a Walmart.
For sure,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, you didn't get paid what you're worth. I get that. And most people don't, but you did that, so go take it to the next level. But I feel like there's no initiative for them, and these associates that are, you know, getting barely anything are have more integrity and more gumption than the managers. And so I'm just like, this is this constant battle, because I'm like not hiring for associates anymore. I'm hiring to find managers that care. Like,
Dude, that's the big
frustrating.
It's the big disconnect these days. Is
Right.
People who even give 2 shits or a fuck about anything, like,
Yeah.
they just can't be bothered. I'm like, listen, this is your job, it's what you
Right.
get paid a living to do, and you can't even deliver.
Right.
Like, it's,
I mean, when I'm taking it in the office, and I'm like, and because they're like, well, I'm like, well, what would you do in my shoes? And they're like, I'd fire me. Well, then let's go. So I get on the, and I'm typing it up, and they're like, wait, I got children, and I'm like, oh, so now you care, like,
yeah.
I think Red Panda Mining just said in the comments that that he wouldn't have made your cut either.
Nope.
Right, because you know, he'd be always hiding his face.
Like, how do you interact with customers when they can't see your face?
that's right.
I'm that person.
We interact with people at Walmart. I didn't know that.
I thought that was just Grandpa at the front door. Thank you, come again. Handing out the smiley sticker.
The most service you get is whenever you're at the self-service area and they have to come over to help to like scan your item through.
So if you, but for real, if you want help at Walmart, it's the people who aren't wearing the vests. I'll just tell you that.
Just the name tag?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Name
If
tag.
they're-
I thought
But
there were no
they're
walls
very-
in Walmart. Can't you just
They're-
grab somebody from a different department?
They're very hard to find.
They're very hard to
But if you find them, look for them next time you're in Walmart. And be like, oh, there he was. Oh, he's gone again.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I don't want to be out there.
So yeah, but
If someone sees me, it's game over.
otherwise, yellow tags. Look for the yellow tags. It doesn't. Yeah, you're right, Seth. It doesn't matter what department they're in, as long as they have a yellow tag, like, you know. But
You must know how to do everything.
Man.
all right, well, I gotta go. So
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
getting
All
late
right,
even
yeah.
for us.
Yeah, even for us,
this
yeah.
was awesome. This was a good refresh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Knowledge bombs galore.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me crash and hang a little bit too. Jared, it's good
Yeah.
to see your face, man.
Yes, you too, man. Crazy. Life is
been-
crazy.
And by the way,
been
none
fun.
of this was financial advice.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Don't buy crypto.
Don't listen to us. We're just bootubers. We're just
Probably bad.
bootubers.
You know.
All
Well,
right.
guys.
Well,
guys. Well,
we will see you all on the next one, guys. Yo.
All right. Stay strong, mine on.
Yeah, for sure.
Giggity.